Yo, what's going on, chat? We are here to get embarrassed by the Magnus Carlsen bot on chess.com. I am the Pokemon Showdown guy. I am also a complete and utter chess noob. What the heck was that sound? I'm a complete and utter chess noob. I have escaped the depths of 300 elo. I am, well, not really. I'm at 400 elo now, but like 400 flat, meaning I just escaped. I'm not good at chess. So, as I play this apparently 2,882 elo bot, I'm going to have 3 little lifelines that I can rely on as I play. Well, once I use them, they're gone. Kind of similar to the Pokemon Showdown Nuzlocke, where I had these little lifelines and I use them to go away. I can read the chat one time for a move, and I'll just like discern whoever has the best idea. I can consult the best move, like hint, from the bot. It'll have it in the corner one time, and I can undo a move one time. That's about it. That's all I have. Everything else, I'm not going to beat the bot, but I want to see how far I can get. I want to see what the website rates me at the end. Hopefully it's pretty good. Are you retired from Showdown? No, we did a Showdown stream a couple days ago. I'm just waiting for them to update the OU mode to be more playable, because it's not right now. Unless it is and I'm crazy. I could check. Like, did they add some stuff? I don't think they took some stuff out. Or like banned some things. So we'll wait till we get back to Showdown. The most I would do on Showdown is some of that VGC trolling. With like no guard Halucha and stuff like that. Like that's something I could do, because I don't have those Pokemon on my champions. But that could be something we do on Showdown. So after we do chess ball, I'm gonna do like a, what's a better way? Best 2 out of 3 or a best 3 out of 5? Either way, we're gonna do that. And then we're going to do Star Rail free-to-play account review. I'm going to review my free-to-play account. And then we're going to do a champions tier list. I don't know what this tier is. We're going to change the tiers and stuff like that, because my tiers are typically pretty different. From just basic S to F. I like to do like S plus S. I'm weird. We'll do that. We will rank almost all the Pokemon. I've played over 100 games. This is going to be singles, by the way. What's up, Lispless? What's bad again in Pokemon Showdown OU? Let me see. They just added tiering update. They just now banned Mega Gengar, and they got rid of Bright Powder. Don't know why that was allowed. So they just got rid of Mega Gengar, but I feel like there's probably still going to be more broken stuff, like Mega Blastoise still sitting around. I don't know if that's good in an OU environment. Like, good to be around, you know? They got rid of a lot of the bad stuff. Shed Tail, Moody, Evasion stuff. All that, but somehow Bright Powder slipped through the cracks. Anyways, it's time to play this bot. I'm not going to look at the chat. I'm only going to look at it when I use my thing, okay? When I use my lifeline, I will look at the chat, and if someone has an amazing move, I will consult your move. This is going to be really difficult. I'm probably going to lose really fast. Please let me survive at least 30 moves. That's all I'm asking for. At least 30. Come on. All right. Let's get into it. Also, after the champions tier list, I might play some champions. I'm not sure. I could. Still the same team, because I don't have anything really new to try. But let's go. All right. I have the piece. I'm going to go E4. And after E4, I'm going to go right here, B3. Okay, we're protecting the pawns. I'm going to protect this pawn further. Ooh, maybe I should have played the bishop first. Whoops. Should have played the bishop first. That's my bad. Uh-oh. Well, I've created this. I could kick this bishop out by playing the pawn up. I could. I feel like this bishop's not going to take anyway, but it's kind of taking a lot of space. And it would make my B pawn have to move to take back. I feel like I just go A3 immediately. Feel like it. This is bad already. I meant to play this. I meant to do kind of what they did. Like, play the bishop this way. Okay, but I'm taking too long to think. Let's just further protect the knight with the queen. Why not? D2. He has multiple eyes there. I could go with the F pawn and make like a little pyramid. But I think I want to castle. I block this bishop in. I might use my undo already. That's a pathetic place. Alright, that might be a pathetic place to use my undo. I can't do it. I can't do it. Ah, crap, dude. Oh my god, I was gonna try and castle this way, but I placed the queen, so I blocked my bishop. Alright, whatever, let's do this. Oh god. Oh god. You know what? Oh my god. Oh no, what am I doing? What am I doing? I can't even move this anymore. Okay, I need to move. I need to move the queen. Oh my god, I'm so behind in moves. I need to move the queen so I can move the bishop up. Let's see. Play here or maybe here. Queen E2. Queen E2 no longer protects that. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. They're threatening to take. I'm gonna move here. Oh! What the? Okay, they're threatening the queen. They can get a pawn or the other pawn. What if I just push up? If I push up, my pawn is just hanging, and they get a fork onto the rook and that. Ooh. Therefore, I should move back a square, but my king's going to stay in the middle. I have to make sure they can't go here. That's the point of this play, I'm assuming, is to go to the C2 square to fork the rook and the king. I can't castle because they would just take my queen. Jesus Christ, what do I even do? Can't take that. Ah, help! What do I do? I'm using my lifeline, bro. One lifeline. Best move. Show hint. You know what? No. Not gonna use that one. Look at the chat. All right, chat, tell me. Who? Anyone else? Queen back. All right. Thank you. All right, there we go. That's a shame that I used my lifeline on that, considering that was the move that I was going to play. But it's okay. All right, thanks, chat. This square is super protected. This square is extremely protected. How many times over? Oh my god, my time. My time. Oh no, my time is running low. My time is running low. Oh no, wait. What if I play the knight here and make his knight go away? He doesn't move the knight away. I need to just take it. Okay. Ooh. Okay, maybe I move like here. Can I get something going? Or maybe here in order to move here? No, that's stupid. That's a really dumb idea to get targeted by two pawns. I move here. I mean, he would take with the knight. I would take back. I would just lose a pawn off of that, right? If he takes with the knight, I get a pawn. He takes back. I get the pawn, and then he goes to the queen. You know what? Let's do this. I can't do that. Oh my god. 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 I just lost the piece for no reason. Okay, I think I'm going to use my undo. I'm going to use my undo. Okay, I've used my chat, and I've used my undo. That one's really bad. Okay. My pawn is pinned. I think I just have to let it go. Like, simply. Oh, dear God. Okay. I don't see any problems here with taking. Ooh. Awkward spot here. Do I have to sack the bishop just to castle? I don't think that is what I should do. I could push the pawn up, but that would just... No. That's a dumb idea. I could escape. I could just escape one square. I think that's the simplest solution. Let's just move back. D2. Okay, now I can castle. Surely. Finally! Okay, we're in this. We're in this. We're in this. We are in this. I have one more lifeline, and it's to check the hint to see the best move. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm not in a situation where I feel like I need it. Don't do this because the queen. Maybe I move the queen out of the way. This queen, what is it attacking? That, it doesn't really see much anywhere else. Maybe I move the queen out of the way and maybe prepare something like this. Like, go this way, go this way. Get sight on there, have a sight on the king. And if they trade, that's great for me. That's a 2-move setup. Think about what the queen is protecting. The queen is protecting... I don't know what the queen is protecting in this scenario. Let's move here. Oh. Hello. I think I take with the bishop. I think if I take with the pawn, I'm going to lose. Because he has access to this. What if I sack the bishop and create a bigger threat on the queen? Hold on, chat. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Ooh. Except this is still scary. I think now I need to take. Ah, but I run into the same exact problem. I take, and then he takes. Actually, it's not the same problem. It kind of is, because then he's threatening this. Oh, no. I can't do that. I think I just move the rook. If I do this with the bishop, he's going to take. And then what's going to happen, I think I'm just going to get checkmated, because I can't move. The queen would move to b2, and I'm going to get owned. Do I have a bigger threat in this scenario? Do I have a bigger threat in this scenario? This just doesn't work. It would lose the queen. I'm running low on time. Oh, no. Maybe I do. Maybe I push up. I would have to sack the rook for that. I feel like I don't need to sack the rook. Let's move here. Okay. Still doing the exact same play. They're threatening for this. Because I would lose. I can't move the pawn up anymore. I can't move here. Like, I wouldn't be able to move out of the way because the knight would trap both ways. So I need a bigger threat. All right, I'm going to use the hint. What's the hint? Okay. And... now I'm in the same position again? Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm in the same position. I kind of wish I didn't use my hint there. Oh my god, I have no more lifelines, chat. This is... No! I have no more lifelines. I can't take. Can I? Hold on. I take. Queen moves like here to prevent me from taking, because then I would go there. But I can get out of the way, I guess. And then retreat this way. I can retreat like that. Dude, I wish I gave myself more than one lifeline. I feel like maybe pawn takes a3. Is that checkmate? Like, do I just lose? I don't see any more forcing moves with the queen. My rook has been stuck in the corner because I'm a stupid chud. This opens up the diagonal, which doesn't do much. If I lose, I lose. I'm going to do it. Oh, and then I do this. I'm going to lose the rook. No, I'm not going to lose the rook. I'm going to lose the pawn. Okay, okay, okay. This isn't that bad. It's bad because I'm still in check, and I have no move that I can play with anything other than going here. Oh my god. He's chasing my king out into the open like a madman. No! Oh my god. Stop it, bro. Stop. Okay. If I go here, he has no dark squared bishop. I go this way or this way? I feel like going further into the open just can't be right. Going further into the open, there's no way this is right. Also, this is the most tragic position I've ever been in chess. Imagine that. Sacrifice for absolutely no reason. Okay. I want to stay on the dark squares, though, but going further into his territory, it just can't be right. I have to move here, I'm assuming. But if I move here, he's going to place the pawn. Or not the pawn, the bishop. Oh, my God. What's worse, being further out into the open or being on a light square where I can get checked again? I feel like check ends as soon as I go here, because if you go here, I would just retreat again. Oh my God, he's gonna take this. Oh. Okay, so that's, oh yeah, that's checkmate instantly. Oh right, because I can't go there. Oh, and I can't go there, and I can't go there, and I can't go there, and I can't go there. Oh, okay. So what was the best move in that position? Please tell me what was the best move. Also, let me just look. The game said I played like an 1100. Wow. Wow. And the Magnus bot played 3 brilliant moves. Chat, what the heck? Sorry. You survived 24 moves? Look, actually, yes. That's thank you. The positivity in midst of getting checkmated by a pawn. Also, Magnus played 3 brilliant moves in almost a row. Why are you torturing yourself? It's a learning experience. Oh, he did play 3 brilliant moves in a row. Oh, silly me. Let's see. All right, what did I do that was so bad? It's a learning experience. I got to learn what I did bad. I weakened the king and blocked my knight. Okay. Pushing the knight there was... Oh, okay. I was bad right off the gate with this opening, but I couldn't use my undo because I only have one. Best option was to attack. I considered that, but I got scared. I got scared. I want to see these 3 brilliant moves. Also, oh my God, how fast I started losing from that. Oh my God, 3, 4, 7. What the heck was what's the best move there? Interesting. I mean, it's not that much different, but yeah. Let me see these brilliant moves. Go ahead, show me. Yeah. I mean, at least I identified this, chat. At least I identified it, you know? And then, yeah. And then, yeah. Okay. So they just leave multiple pieces hanging because my king is in the worst position ever. Because I developed my pawns decently, but not the rest of my pieces. The rest of my pieces were developed like an absolute noob, so he owns me. All right, let's fight Magnus again. That's 2 out of 3, bum. I might do 3 out of 5 because I'm kind of salty that I threw that game so quickly. All right, bye, chat. 3 lifelines once again. Same rules as the first time. I can look at the chat 1 time. I can undo 1 time. And I can consult the bot for the best move 1 time. Playing against the bot, obviously not a real human because none of those 3 options would be on the table against a real person. Okay, I have the white pieces again. Let's go with... I'm feeling a little D4 action. Let's go C3. I think the... what does Levy say? The C and D pawns, they work together? Something like that. Okay, the knight sees that square, which means in this position, I want to maybe make little spiky spikes. I don't know. I don't know if I want to make little spiky spikes, but I think I want to make little spiky spikes. Let's see. This looks like an impenetrable fortress. Targeting the knight. However, it is protected by the rook, so I don't even think I'm super concerned about that. I don't think you would want to trade your piece so soon. I control the black squares right now. How about we block with our bishop right here? Protect the knight with the bishop here because the queen will still protect it. Okay. He defends his bishop. I'm trying to explain my thought process because it'll be instructive for me for when anyone can clarify where my thought process went wrong. Knight to g3. It just develops a piece. I don't see what could be too bad about that. Is that like a thing? Surely not. Okay. Now, I have all the black squares occupied pretty much. Bishop. It could go here. And it could be annoying. What if I prevent that move altogether by going a3? Because if you do that, I take. How about before I do any of that, I just castle? What if I just castle first? Or should I develop more pieces first? Their king is in the middle. I could go queen to d2 and have sight down this line, further protecting these pieces. You know, protects the second rank. I could just castle. It seems like the simplest move. I'm a noob. I like to keep it simple. Maybe I just end the opening here. That shouldn't have taken that long. That took 48 seconds, and he castled in 2 seconds. So, I'm basically losing. In this position, I feel like I want to get my rook over to play. So this is probably going to involve maybe a little bit of c2. Or maybe I open up this position. I think that loses a piece in the long run. So maybe I start with e2. Then I push, and we do a little pawn break action. Or is that going to lose too many pieces? They would take, I take, they take. No, it's going to lose too many pieces. I also have to be wary of where this knight could go. Where could this knight go that would pose a problem to me? It could be like that, and then that. So maybe I don't move knight there. Actually, it's fine, because the thing. Okay, let's go here. I'm taking too long, but it's okay. Surely. I feel like the knight could be fine here. Or I could go out to this square and do something sneaky. It's protected by the pawn. I just don't know if I want to do that. D2. D2 seems safest. It gets the knight out to the middle. This just seems like some exotic play that I don't know if I'm feeling. Just go here. Oh. What did you take? Oh, bishop. Okay, I just take back. Take back. Take back. Take back. No reason to overthink that. No reason to overthink it. I have sight over here. If I could somehow... Oh, he took my light squared bishop. I can't do that anymore. Silly me. Anyways, he's going to go here and do a fork. So how do I prevent that from happening altogether? Well, the answer is quite simple. What if I move here? This doesn't seem bad. Am I blind? Am I missing something? I mean, it doesn't accomplish anything. And in fact, would just make my queen get pushed away. I don't see any piece that targets it. The game, but no, the bot's going to say something like that was a stupid move. I could go, no, I could go here. But then like, it's the same situation. Is there anything wrong with this play? From like, just looking at it, like, I could also just take, and then you take, and then I take, and we open up this position. I prevent this happening from at all. Pawn, bishop, pawn, and then he would take back. Would you take back? I feel like your knight. Allowing the knight onto this square could be problematic. Let's see what happens. Maybe I take with the pawn first. Maybe I take with the pawn first because it's a little more threatening. Oh, dear God. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Because I did that, I think I'm going to lose a piece first. I'm going to lose material this way. I mean, I have to take this, right? I can't just, like, sit there. Unless I can? What if I go here? If you take, it's still protected. multiple ways. I'm still looking at this move. This Queen F5. This Queen F5 move is appealing to me. I just don't know why. Like, it doesn't see anything that way. It kind of sees these pieces, and it sees this pawn still. It protects this knight. Logically, it doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world, but I feel like it's just wrong. It just feels wrong. It doesn't feel principled. I'm going to play it, and maybe I'll use my undo if it's the worst thing ever. And I think I take with the queen. Okay. 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 I'm surviving. I am surviving. So they move the queen here. The queen has vision. Protects both of these pieces now. I could push this pawn up to threaten this pawn and then take like this. That just can't be bad. There's no way that's bad. Right? There's no way that's bad. It also further opens up my bishop. Come on. This can't be bad. Now, I don't know if I take or not. I feel like I'm playing way better in this game. Maybe I push this rook over to the e file to get a further protection for this pawn. Maybe I just take the pawn. I don't think I take the pawn because he would take back really freely, and I don't know if I like what happens there. All right, let's go here. Push this there to see this. My time is getting really low, though. My time is getting really low. They are not going to take this because it gives my knight a way better position for free. That's what I'm noticing. But it's preventing my rook from getting into the game. So maybe I just end up taking it. Is their knight in a better position after this? Not necessarily. Like, from this square, they don't really see much. You know what, bro? I see a take. I'm going to take. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. And now I think if I go here, I can threaten that bishop. So that's going to make the bishop move. But the bishop's kind of trapped. Except for this square. That kind of just gets in the way. Let me think about the knight's protecting the queen. The knight's protecting nothing else. I have to think of, like, continuity. I haven't used a lifeline, by the way, chat. I've survived a good amount of moves without using a lifeline against this bot. Protects the queen. The difference is that he has 10 minutes and I have 2. Oh, no. Okay, what's the plan there? What is the plan there? He has a plan. To fork both? Oh, no. So what if I move here? To prevent that. If I take the bishop, that's all I get, and he's going to win a rook out of this exchange. I think the best play here is to go to e2. Or move the queen back. That's also a play. I can move the queen back and double my ranks. While further protecting this knight, and protecting this, and protecting the... Hold on. I'm kind of cooking, I think. Never mind, never mind. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. What does that do? That doesn't do anything. That's bad. I just worsened my position. I mean, I double this up. I can threaten the knight. No, I can't. I can't threaten the knight. I think I move the pawn up and free up space for the... Oh. Uh-oh. It's falling apart. It's falling apart. Yeah, I can never move the bishop here because I would block the queen's vision. And it would still get this fork off successfully. I don't know what the best move is. I'm going to consult chat. Bro thinks he's cooking. All right, well, that's great. Chat, any best move? I have a minute left to play. The problem is the knight pushed the... You are a genius. All right, thank you. Bye. Uh-oh. I've made a new problem. I have made a new problem. Uh-oh. He takes that. All right, I need to use the best move. Okay, go. He takes this. And now I can take safely. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I have to make a move really quickly. He can go here. You could also go here. I blocked that move. Yes. Move back, peon. How about I go here and attack there? The rook. No, that's a bad play. Because I'm gonna lose. Oh no. Oh no. I don't have anything else though. I don't know what else to do. Why not? No, that's not what I meant to do. No. Okay, I used my undo because I literally did not mean to click that. I just clicked the king. It's not like I have many other chances or choices. Oh no. Do I have to sack the queen in order to avoid this? Is moving here... No, I think I can move... No, I mean, the queen's dead regardless, right? Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Well... Help. Help. Somebody help. I don't know what to do. Move here. I can't take it, though. Move here. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, I lasted a decent bit. I played all 3 of my lifelines in, like, some of the final moves. So I want to analyze the beginning, where I didn't use any of my lifelines. Astolfo wants to be friends. The femboy has arrived. I mean, that was not bad. 4 mistakes, and they were all made by me, of course. I was keeping even for a lot of that. I mean, it's mostly like the developmental part, but hold on, chat, hold on. Hold on. Okay, I made a mistake 11 moves in. That's when it first happened. I held my own. This was bad. I should have taken the piece back. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't worsen my position that poorly. Wait. How did I not see that? I guess I was scared. I think I did see it. I was scared of losing the piece, but how in the world? Why was I so insistent on making this play? Let me see. How much did that worsen my position? We were about even. Black was winning 0.08. And it went to 0.69, of course. What did the position turn into if I just took? And I take. Oh, it kind of slightly worse in their position. But yeah, tunnel vision. Yeah, pretty much. I got so caught up in this play. I was looking at this play for several minutes. This play that looks at nothing. But sees these pieces. I was so focused on escaping the fork, I could have just done that by taking the piece and eliminating the threat altogether. Like someone said, move the pawn if you were so worried about the knight. Yeah. Other than that, though, okay, and this is when it started to go downhill. You lost control of the equal position, and you are now worse. And going worse against the bot means you're going to lose, because it's the bot. It knows exactly why what you did is bad. What was the best play here? This play. This play, because it prevents the knight from ever going here in the first place. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. Going to a3 prevents the knight from ever even choosing this square as an option. Oh my god. And preventing them from going here means the knight is then prevented from ever going here and creating this fork. Oh my god, I should have spotted that, bro. I wonder if I did. I wonder if I considered this play and then just didn't for some reason because I was scared. Whatever play I did make, it was a scared move. Let me see. C4. Yeah. That was a scared move. It was trying to target the bishop. I was trying to create offensive pressure back. But then they just make that play anyway. And then I needed to move here to a more active square. Wow. And then I just keep making... I made 3 mistakes in a row. 3 moves, chat. That's all it took. 3 moves is all it took for a somewhat even position, right? 0.78 to turn to almost -3 against the freaking Terminator chess bot. Yep. And now it's cooked. It's cooked. Well, I mean, that wasn't too bad. I'm going to be honest, chat. That was not too bad. I played... That opening was all me. And it said I played that with 97% accuracy. That opening was all me. I didn't consult the chat. I didn't use the bot for the best move. I didn't undo for a long time. I think it was when that mid-game started to happen, was when I started looking at all those, and that was when I started making all the mistakes. And I think that's why my brain was like, wait, I need to consult the chat, and I need to look at the bot, and I need to undo. Because I made bad moves by myself in that position. How about the mid-game? The mid-game couldn't have been good. Yeah, 74.4, and they played that at 96.3. 80% accuracy is not bad, though. I made 4 mistakes, and they were all almost consecutive. It was 3 in a row. Always thought Showdown felt like chess. There's so much to consider every turn. Yes. Yes, actually. Like, every play has a point, and, man. This is low-key gonna help me when it comes to Showdown. They said I played like a 2150. Maybe the beginning. Once I made those mistakes, I don't think the 2150 is valid anymore. I think I probably played like a 1200 or something after all those mistakes in a row. But all right. W chess segment. I might play some games on stream at some point. But I'm nervous, bro. I'm nervous. I like playing against the bots. It's more chill. So I don't have Elo on the line. But anyways, I mean, I'm kind of impressed with my play. We're going to move on real quick to the Star Rail account review. Because I know I might, I actually don't know. Might have some Star Rail stragglers that still are around. So we're going to boot up Honkai Shart Rail. Mr. Gambler doesn't like to lose Elo. It's because chess is supposed to be more intellectual. And I feel stupid when I lose, you know? But I've been doing a lot of chess puzzles. I've been doing, what's it called? Lee chess? Lie chess? Whatever it's called. I've been doing that. What's up, Rene Gonzalez? What's up? I've been doing the Puzzle Rush and then Lee chess to study like certain mid-game positions that can arise out of the opening. You know? So, I mean, I've been trying. I've been trying. I pushed to 400 Elo. I had a good little win streak. Right? I have a win streak. I got a draw here. 116 moves. I think this guy was BMing me. Either that or he legit didn't know what to do. But I think he was BMing me. Because he got a winning position. Right? He got a completely winning position against me. Look, I played like a 550. He got a completely winning position. And then look at this. Just skip here. This guy missed checkmate and won. For like 100 turns straight. Okay, it was more like 50 turns straight. I think he was just BMing me because he knew he won the game. So he was going to troll me because I was low on time. Look at my timer. I was thinking in this game really hard. So I think he actually thought he was going to beat me on time. but I can pre-move. I was playing this on mobile, so I could pre-move like a beast. And then this happened. Look at the timer, bro. Look at that timer. It's hard. It's moving by like fractions of a second. Because I could just pre-move it all. And he just did this over and over and over. He just kept moving the king because I can only move my king in 2 positions. Where he could have just won the game with checkmate. But I think he was trying to troll me and make me lose on time. Little did he know. Move limit, bro. So, he did not get my points. Nice try, bucko. Yeah, this guy was, I think he was smurfing or something, or he thought I was going to lose. And then, I really think he thought I was going to lose on time. He wasn't smurfing, but compared to me, he was probably better. And he saw, wait, I have like 20 seconds left. I'm just going to make you lose the time just to be like, just like embarrass me. But then he forced a draw when he had mate in 2. Don't know how that happened. What about this game? This was the game that I got to 400. Okay, I just clicked on my profile again. Let me see this. How did I play in this game? The game said I played like a 800. I had 72% accuracy on the opening. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. It's an opening. You should be pretty good at doing the opening. But yeah. They had 90% accuracy in the opening. 76 in the mid game. And 55. I mean, look. It's 500 elo chess, bro. Not 500. 400. Even worse. Apparently, I blundered in 5 moves. I feel like I remember this, and I did not mean to play this. No, I definitely did, but I was just stupid. Leech is better. I used it the other day. I think I used it yesterday, or it was 2 days ago. I used it and just practiced a bunch of like puzzle scenarios and stuff. But if you mean like Leech Chess for even just playing the game, I don't know. I haven't used it. But I've used it for like doing puzzles and whatever. I have a losing position this whole time, by the way. And then he just blunders for no reason, which allows me to get the queen. And then in this position, I don't take it. I blunder. But then whatever happens, wait, what did he do in response? Yeah, this is the worst play in the history of worst play. This was a blunder that I did. Like, I would have, oh my god, like I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. This takes the queen with check. So he can't take this back. He placed this here to pressure the queen, but I could have just done that and check, and you can't take it, and the queen can retreat. But we're 400 elo. I'm scared. And I do that, and he can just get away. But I don't even think he does that. He takes with the pawn when he could have taken with the queen and gotten out of the way. Yeah, this is 150 for sure. This, no. Oh, you're saying you were stuck with 200 and 150. This gameplay was 150. I'm still losing, by the way, even after all that. Oh, and then he blunders. Boom. Pawn. Boom. I'm winning. Okay. And it turns equal. They didn't get the free pawn. Check. Get that. Yep. Okay. It's even again. Oh. Oh. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. I remember this. Literally 0.1 seconds after I played this move, I was like, no. I pushed the pawn up, opening the space for him to take the... I was like, no, please don't see it. Please don't see it. Please don't see it. Please don't see it. Like, I know he was playing just as bad as me. I had a feeling he wouldn't... I had a feeling he didn't see it. I saw it as soon as I did this. I was like, wait, no. I'm just sitting there on the couch. playing on the phone. And then I saw that. And he didn't take it. Thank you. And I am winning now. And it ends. The worst game ever. Worst game of chess. Yeah, but that got me to 400. So that's 400 elo chess for you. Anyways. Shout out to the chess viewers, man. We're going to do some Star Rail real quick. I'm just giving some updates on my account for people who are following the free-to-play journey. We're free-to-play in Pokemon Champions. We're free-to-play in Honkai Star Rail. Free-to-play in Zenless. Free-to-play in Weathering. Just to show it's possible. I need to update the thumbnail first, so give me 1 second. I need to get a thumbnail so I can update the title and the thumbnail so that someone doesn't click still expecting chess and there's freaking anime characters on their screen. But I need to find a suitable thumbnail. What should I do for a thumbnail? Let's get Archer from Honkai Star Rail on the screen. You know what? Not from Honkai Star Rail. Fate Stay Night. Let's get Archer on the screen. He is the embodiment of free-to-play. He's a free character, so. Acha. Alright, chat. Appreciate you for tuning in for the chess. If you were only here for the chess, we're going to do this free-to-play account review real quick. And then we're going to get into the Champions tier list later on into the stream. I think this is only going to take 30 minutes. So if you want to come back for Champions, come back in about 30 minutes. If you don't want to stay around for Star Rail, because I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I mean, if you like Champions, you must like a gacha to some extent. But all right. W chess. Let's move over to Star Rail. Where the heck is Star Rail? It's a black screen. Okay, there we go. So, the new Memory Chaos happened. I played it. Let me do this real quick. I ended up going for a very simple 1 cycle. This could be a 0 cycle for sure, but I didn't want to die because this thing just reset. So I just used RMC's technique to delay the enemies so that I wouldn't die. Because I was playing this at like midnight and I didn't care about resetting for targeting RNG. I 1 cycled that, and then I brought Archer to a site where the Elite has apparently 80% quantum resistance. So I got a 3 cycle with Archer. Yeah. I was looking, and people are using like 9 cost Archer to beat Kafka. Because of this stupid Elite. Quantum high res. They don't even specify how much it is. It's 80%. Yeah, so I was hitting this thing, and it was doing just like wet noodle damage. But anyways, account review. Let's go over, how about I make like all my teams, and we'll do it that way. What's the button? There it is. Okay. MOC Acheron. This is not Acheron's team. I use like Triby or Cypher, depending on the day. We will go in order. Okay, I don't use this team anymore, but it's alright. I do not use this team. I mean, I've used it, kinda. I would probably use DHPT before I use Gallagher. Let me put chat back on my screen. There we go. See y'all in 30 minutes. Alrighty. Rame, yep. Potential. What was the other team? Oh, simple. This. And then I have Sparksy. I don't know why I have this. What is this? Benched. I have a whole lineup for the benched characters. Okay. And then we have Sparksy, Sparkle, Yao Guang, DHPT. Lots of DHPT. And I think from there, that's all. I don't think I have any other teams that I use. That should be about it. Himiko, I guess. I guess I could throw Himiko on here. It was like Himiko, Dahlia, Bug, you, and then HMC. And this should be my Linus. I use this in Pure Fiction. Okay. Let's review all the teams, and then we'll move quickly on to Champions. But I know some people might be wondering, how's the free-to-play doing? Starting off with Archer. Archer is the GOAT. I got him E1 during his patch, so yeah. And I did 200 pulls during the banner, so I ended up getting his light cone with the 200 pulls. I think it was an attempt to get E1 Triby. So I kind of got this for free-ish. Heavy air quotes over free. My Archer team does fine. My Sparkle doesn't have the full build. It's okay. It's fine. We don't need the Sparkle to have the full build. Archer, Sparkle, DHPT, Tribby, / Cypher. I use Cypher here sometimes as well. Probably more times because Tribby's demanded my other characters, while I use Cypher just because I'm not using Acheron, because Acheron is a bum. This team is extremely functional. If you're wondering who I use my free character on, I got the free Sparkle rather than an E1 Acheron to potentially get E2, because I still think Acheron's thing is that Acheron needs another Nihility teammate, which is crazy. She needs a Nihility sustain. And I'll be fine with replacing Cypher because Cypher still has use with Archer. So I'll be fine if I have to replace her on that team. I don't know if Jiaochu's getting the Nova Flare. I don't think he was leaked too, so that's awesome. But yeah, I got E1 Sparkle. It's a like 10% buff overall for my Archer team. It kind of works for Sparksy. I don't think it's really going to work for the Silverwolf team. I'm not going to use it on the Silverwolf team, so it's fine. But yeah, E1 is just overall pretty useful. DHPT, I did not get his Light Cone. I don't think I'm going to get his Light Cone. I also don't think I'm going to get his E1, but his E1 is good. And it would help a lot of my teams. I might try for it. I might legit try for it. And by try for it, I mean like 20, 30 pulls, and maybe if I get it, I get it. It is a good increase to a lot of the teams, because I use DHPT pretty much everywhere. I have E1 Tribby. E1 Tribby's still a classic. I mean, obviously, this character's still going to be good, even into version 4, because the buffs that Tribby has are just really hard to be oversaturated. She has the, I think, vulnerability, and then the res pin, and then the true damage from the E1. Like, it's really hard for that to be oversaturated in teams. So, she works as a good generalist character for most of my characters. Obviously, if I'm using the Herta, she's going to be stapled to the Herta. But this team works. It didn't do that well against this Memory of Chaos because of the 80% Quantum Res enemy. But you know what? What if I try it now? What if I try it now on the Nikador side? What if I do that? I didn't consider that, but I think I legit could. Let's run a super fast Sparkle. 175 speed Sparkle. And I can actually, just because, I can give you the Hertz's Light Cone just for a little bit more attack. Okay. I have to press multiple confirmation messages. I'm going to try it on the Nikador side, because I don't think Archer is a bum. What's up, Tyler? What's going on? We're doing a quick, my free-to-play Star Rail account review. Let's bring this over here. Obviously, the Herta could zero cycle this, but I want to try and just see how poorly or well this team does. Let's go. Let's send Bailu to the Abyss. I saw someone try this, and it didn't end well for them, but I feel like this should be fine. I'm expecting, at worst, a 3 cycle, which will be the same as the Kafka side. Maybe a 2. Maybe a 2. Maybe a 2. Okay, he doesn't delay his teammates. Let's drag up Archer. Pop the ult. Let me turn up the game audio just a little bit. Nikador boss keeps killing you. It's a hard one when you don't have, like, you have really squishy sustain. It can be difficult. I think I'm going to do this first. Boom. And then I'm going to pop this to get the energy on Archer. Now that's way too loud. Okay. 2. There we go. I'm going to pop the Tribby DDD. I've activated Archer's skill, which means he's in a state where he could still get advanced by Dance Dance Dance, despite it still being his turn. Neat little trick if someone doesn't know that. I think I just get rid of this guy because he's annoying. And I'm going to target the wolf. Maybe the guy on the left could have died all on his own, actually. I think the guy on the left could have died on his own. Whatever. Probably should have full targeted the wolf. Okay. We are obliterating this thing. Ooh. But there's a problem. There's a problem. I have 5 skill points. Whoops. Oh, never mind. I got a skill point back. Sunday Light Cone. Holy. I'm going to target over here once so that I get the 3 hit onto that guy. And I'm going to chill. Dragon goes down. Boom. Pop ult. And then I think Archer's going to get the energy off them. Yes. So I'm going to go to full energy. It's probably going to kill in like 2 hits. I'm not even going to use the ult. Boom. I think I go for the instant DDD. So let me pop this ult. Boom. Instant DDD, drag up. The problem here is that I'm not going to be targeting the spears with Archer. So that's annoying. But it's okay. I will at least break war armor and get some decent chip damage. That did a lot, actually. Okay, that did a lot. 1, 2, 3. I think I stop at 3. Otherwise, SP is going to be a problem. I got Nikador down to about 60% health without even hitting a spear yet. That's really good. That is genuinely better than I thought. I'm going to target this way, because it's going to do more damage to the spears, and killing the spears seems like the priority. I'm not Ashvale. I can't just, like, one-tap the spears. Boom, 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 boom. So, hey, it is what it is. I feel like I want to target you anyway real quick for energy purposes. Maybe energy for Tribby. 1, 2. Pop ult. Tribby's going to get the energy, because she's going to do the follow-up. Oh, she's not. Okay. Well, I'll target you again. So I didn't target a single spear. I almost wonder if targeting the spear is even optimal at this point. I think so. I think so. I think so. Oh my god, I one-tapped the spears. Or not. I need to kill that spear. I really, really need to kill that spear. Come on. Target the one that got to low health. 1 HP! Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. I'm going to let him do the attack. Oh my god. I thought he was going to... I thought the thing was going to move. I wanted the spears to get summoned so I get the most energy, but whatever. Done by me. So I just let myself lose energy on Trippy for no reason. Either way, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to full target Nikador, because the spears are going to take a lot of damage from the memory turbulence. So we're not going to zero cycle this with a sustain, obviously. That's not going to happen. However, boom. Sparkle gets to pop the ult. Targets which one? Okay, the DHPT spear. I could do that. Sure. Let's target the Sparkle one, right? Why not? Not gonna zero cycle. I think even if I got Tribby's ultimate here, it wouldn't have mattered, because I don't think that pulls Sparkle into the cycle. But look at that. A 1 cycle against an AoE centered boss with this team. That was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie. And I just target the spears twice and the game ends. Okay. Maybe I target them 3 times. I don't even need to target the other spear. Let's go. So Archer is a very sturdy team member for my Balu. Chip damage does almost half the face. This is Honkai Star Rail. Maybe I should just put that instead of HSR. Hold on. Let me do that. There we go. Archer absolutely cooks. So I have no problems with Archer on my account. He's been doing quite well. What's the button again? T. All right. Now we have Acheron. Now Acheron is in an awkward position on my account. I mean, I can't blame Acheron entirely. Also, I should take... Let me take that for Sparksy just in case. Should I try an Acheron clear, chat? I think I should. Hiding the solo Bailu 0 second. Yes. She will one-tap the spears. What about I try it? I'm going to try an Acheron clear. If it's any boss in the game that Acheron could do it against, it has to be Nikador, bro. There's no way that Acheron can't. I grabbed... Okay, you have no light cone. I grabbed Cypher's light cone, and I grabbed Jiao Cho's light cone. Bad decision on Jiao Cho, because, well, we know what bro's like now. Not in the greatest position. In fact, when I do this clear, I'm not even going to use Jiao Cho. I'm gonna bring E1 Tribby. This guy is a dedicated support that gets mogged by the general support somehow. Because that's just what they did to this character. He should be a healer so that you don't need to run a sustain on the last slot, but it is what it is. Just started my own free-to-play grind again. Got, ooh, E1, not E1, S1 Ashvale. With Mose, yes. There's an extremely fun team that just uses endless follow-ups. That team is extremely fun. That team is extremely fun. I'm going to try this team. I'm not going to use Xiao Xiao. God, no. But let me try it out. I want to see how Acheron does in current, environments. Current in-game environments. AKA one that is definitely still good for her because the Nikador boss is a bit of a joke. Now, there's going to be a difference between my Archer and Acheron. The big one is that this is an E0S0 Acheron, and that was the E1S1 Archer, also with a E1 Sparkle. That's going to be the difference here. DHPT, I'm considering running Gallagher because of the stack generation. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? I can run Trend. Trend in the Universal Market. Never mind. I don't have to care about stack gen. Acheron works, he struggles against the War Armor. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So I have to really time my War Armor placements to get Tribby the energy. Or DHPT. I don't really think I'm going to get Cypher the energy in most cases. She can run this. I probably want to run energy in this specific case because this isn't a 0 cycle or anything. I'm not really going to be holding the ult too often. I think I'm going to need the ult to pick off wave 1. Everything here looks fine. I think I take some pieces from Archer. Let's rob Archer real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Well, let me get into this game. I'll add you, Carlsen. You're on EU. Good thing. My free-to-play server, or my free-to-play account is on EU. My main account is on NA, so you are in luck. Let me type this in real quick. 717224839. Boom. There you go. Yeah, I got my accounts in multiple freaking servers. All right. Let's put DHBT here in the center alongside Tribby. And let's see how this goes. E0S0 Acheron. The absolute bumlord character. Oh, you have my account friended on there too? Ooh, that's not good that he delayed. He delayed his freaking teammates. Hopefully Acheron can clear. I am expecting 3 cycles. Please don't delay your teammates. Thank you. All right, let's go. Boom, boom. And I feel like skill is fine here. Oh my god. Yes, thank you. 8 cycles? Jesus. Bro has no faith. Bro has no faith in Acheron. This has E1 Tribby, so hopefully it's not that bad. Okay, I get a trend stack. I get 2 trend stacks. Oh my god. Okay, trend is kind of cooking in this matchup. Let's go here. Boom. No bully. I want to ult now so that when Tribby does the follow-up, Tribby gets the energy on the 2 mobs on the side. She doesn't have the... Okay, it's going to be Tribby's basic that's going to do it then. She doesn't have the follow-up right now. Energy for Tribby. Boom. We are not Blade. This will not be an 8-cycle Swift Dispatch. I think I just basic into basic. Unfortunately, Acheron's not in cycle anymore. Please give me the energy. Okay. I can't clear the first wave in 0 cycles, bro. It is what it is. I might as well switch targets over here. Cypher ult's not going to kill. No point in being greedy. Just hold on to it. This is E0 S0 Acheron, by the way. Almost no person still has this. I'm a rare breed. I tried getting the S1, but then I failed to get it, so it's whatever. It's whatever. Might as well just skill. Keep dropping your... or hitting that weekend. I don't even know if I want to use Triby's ult. I think I want to save DDD. For as long as possible. Like DDD for the next wave. I'm going to need to ult here with Acheron, unfortunately. Because that's the state of Acheron. You need to ult at that level of health. I feel like any other character would not need to. Alright. 0 AV Dance Dance Dance. Pull the team up. Alright. Now in this position, my Triby needs to pop skill at some point, so let's basic first. Cypher's going to do the thing that procs the War Armor because of her follow-up. I'm going to let them summon first. It's going to waste some DHPT energy, but I want Triby to get the full AoE hit. What's Nikidor's full HP in this boss? For this MLC? I know the spears are nice and generous, so it'll help. I wonder if using Cypher's ult should be good in this scenario. In this specific instance, I actually think it will be. It'll help clear the spears. Let's do it. It'll help clear the spears. It's not a single target fight. She's not going to collect the damage from the spears dying. So this is why it's not really the best Cypher matchup ever. When the spears die and do damage to Nikidor, which is going to be the most, you know, the highest damage profile against this fight, she is not going to even tally that damage. So it's not really a thing. I'm going to have to rely on the turbulence doing most of the work. That's crazy. Skill. Boom. Dragon? No, Dragon does not get the kill. I think I need to ult as soon as I can. Unless this kills. If this kills, that's great. If not, that's tragic. Alright. Okay. I don't want to use my ult now. I want to... Please die. Thank you. Okay, there we go. My DHPT did 140,000 damage in one hit. Clearly. Duh. We'll pop this. I lost a lot of stacks there, for sure. But it is what it is. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Again, 3 cycle, I'm happy. I would absolutely be happy with a 3 cycle. For such a washed character. Didn't get energy on DHPT, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Bing, bing. I think I want to pop this. Because it's going to give me Triby follow-up. Okay. It brings Cypher in, but that's not enough. I might as well just go for the basic again. Cypher carry is happening. This is also E1 Triby carry. Wait. This is going to kill. This is going to kill. Music up. From 50% to 0.
We have the edge.
Um. Yo, Mr. Pokey, we gotta have a conversation, man. What did you do to my account, man? What did you do? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Pokey, are you streaming right now? Okay, you know you're not. He was streaming earlier. Hey, we're gonna have to have a talk. I played Fortnite with Pokey one time, and he curses my account with the curse of 1%. Very cool. All right, DHPT, you know what to do. Exactly. Acheron gets the 3 cycle, and Bailu. All right, it's time. Someone said I was hiding this. Let's go. Bailu 1v1. Let's go. Okay. Well, Bailu died. Challenge again, sure. Maybe I just need to fight him again. All right. Well, that was interesting. Acheron secured the 3 cycle. I'm not gonna lie. This is a very easy fight because the turbulence is just going to kill the spheres for you. So, I mean, virtually any character should be getting a 3 cycle, I think. As long as you survive. If you survive the spears and you have AoE and you can hit the spears, the freaking MOC effect will kill the spears for you, and it will clear the fight really quickly. But I'm not going to discredit Acheron. This is E0S0, bro. I can't stress that enough. She does not have the signature light cone. She does not have E2. It did finish in 0 cycles. You know what? Bailu did 0 cycle. Also, I have an E3 Bailu. This is a free-to-play account that's been here for like 2 years. I have E3. I mean, this is an investment for the buff. When Bailu gets the buff, if Welt can get a buff, so can Bailu. Also, speaking of Welt getting a buff, I only have him at E1. So I don't think I'm going to use him for my Acheron, unfortunately. If I had the E4, if you know, you know. That E4 that he has now is really, really good. I would actually consider him. Also have an E2 Bronya that I don't use. Just wanted to piss some people off with some, standards. But it's okay. Nobody will be pissed off seeing an E3 Bailu. Instead, they're going to laugh at me. All right, next character. Next team. I'm not going to do a team showcase each time. DPS Anaxa. Yeah, I didn't pull Saridra. I didn't pull Cyrene. I think pulling Cyrene would actually bring my Anaxa to relevance, but it's too late. I'm just going to settle on getting a main push wind DPS. That's not Fei Xiao. Fei Xiao was also a main push, and she was a wind DPS. I'm going to wait until we get a real deal, wind DPS. Of course, Anaxa's goated. When you run Cyrene, Saridra, RMC, I don't have any of those characters except for RMC because I wasn't focused on building the DPS Anaxa team. I didn't know that we were going to get those characters at the time. Like when I pulled him, obviously, we didn't know that team would be so strong. Robin and Sunday, they kind of get the job done. I feel like if I look at Anomaly Arbitration. Also, yeah, I didn't even 3-star any fight in this Anomaly Arbitration. This Anomaly was brutal. I don't know what it was. Really, really brutal. You'll see why my Sparksy doesn't even do it. You'll see in a second. But let me see. Battle records. I think I used... Yes. I used this team against... It was Lygus. I used Anaxa, Sunday, Tribby, Robin. It's a stainless team. 2 cycle. They didn't even 0 cycle. But I also survived. No, it's not Lygus. Sam. Sorry. Sam. Somehow I survived... Sam, sustainless, but also cleared so slow that I didn't 0 cycle. Also, I full 3-starred this last. This is the difference, bro. This is the difference. The previous Anomaly Arbitration, I full 3-starred it, bro. This one, I can't 3-star any of them. In a single patch's worth of difference. Because this Pollux fight is just evil. I mean, it's just annoying. It is absolutely annoying. PDW roster, I think we're cooking so far. So yeah, Anaxa's here. I use them sometimes. In MOC, I just never use them because there's always a better option. But when I'm limited on the choices that I can pick, I can use this team in Anomaly Arbitration sometimes. Break units. Yeah, this is the team I use. Sometimes I use HMC. I have an E1 Ranmei. I didn't pull Ranmei a single time. I just got it from the shop. I think it's a fair decision because I'm going to be using the MC. I'm going to use EMC because I'm pulling Evanisha. I'm also pulling, I don't think her name is Evany. I think it's Eva. I think it's Evanisha or whatever. Evanesia. Whatever her name is. However you pronounce it. I'm going to be using the MC, the Elation Trailblazer for her. So using Rame here was fine. Because I know HMC is better than Rame. And probably still better than E1 Rame in this break team. But it is what it is. I have a E1 Dahlia. Because I figured I could still use other light cones. Like Ciphers or whatever. If I wanted to use a signature. I do not have an E2 Firefly. I don't even have S1. I don't have Fine on signature either. So she's just kind of E0, S0. But this team still cooks. This team still works. And I have absolutely no problems with it. Fugue has no light cone. It's missing relics right now. It's okay. No reason to showcase this team. It works. E1 Dahlia is really, really good. Evanisha, that's what I like to say. Ooh, Sparksy's up next, I think. No, I think the Herta's next. Okay. Yeah, the Herta. Don't. Okay, ignore this. This is because I gave it to DHPT. And she should have this. Really strong build. Or decently strong. I'm not going to say really strong. Okay, it is. 36 substat the Herta. I got the signature light cone. I also have an E1 that I got really luckily. And I didn't go for E2. Now that, it's been a while, I kind of regret not grabbing the E2. But I don't want to pick it because it's so strong. I have nothing against really strong E2s or E1s or whatever. Like, I'll pick E1s any day of the week. But I'm not the biggest fan of E2s that kind of transform how you play the character. Like, Acheron's E2 was way more optimal to pull over something like Jiaocho's S1. Like, I probably could have skipped Jiaocho and went straight for E2 Acheron. I just don't like Eidolons that changed the way. I don't care how strong it is. Obviously, her E2 is pretty strong. It's whatever nowadays. But I don't like that it completely changes her whole gimmick. Oh, you just bring one less Nihility character. I like the gimmick that you bring to Nihility, and I felt like they were going to build on that gimmick. Turns out I was pretty wrong. They brought Cypher, but you need the light cone for that to work. E2 Herta, I just feel like it's way too different. It feels so much more different to play. In a good way, like it's way stronger. I kind of regret it because they gave her like 3 runs, so it's my fault. I should have grabbed it probably. I use Anaxa. In Pure Fiction, obviously, you just ignore Anaxa and you run Baby Herta. You run the puppet version, and she clears better than Anaxa does because Anaxa is a bum. As a sub DPS. As a DPS, he's goated. As a bum, or as a sub DPS, he's a bum. I'm not a fan. What do you think about Silverwolf SP and low-cost teams, like with EMC, a Harmony unit, and a Sustain? Ooh. I think if you're running a Harmony unit, it could be kind of scuffed-ish. But she is good now. Like, she's not super ultra omega reliant on Sparksy at all. You could run EMC and it'll be fine. I think that team will do completely fine in shield environments. I think after a patch or two, you're probably going to need that Yao Guang eventually. And you could probably replace the Harmony unit with like a Yao Guang rerun. But I think that team would function perfectly fine. You don't need Sparksy for sure. But Yao Guang's basically like the Harmony Elation character, so hey. E1 Tribby does all the work for this team. E1 Herta obviously helps a lot. Getting the immediate stacks is useful in a lot of situations, especially for like wave resets on Pure Fiction or whatever. Like getting those immediate stacks, it helps. And then I have DHPT. Sometimes I run, well, obviously I'm not using Trend with Herta. This is because I just did an Acheron run. I generally use this because it has good base attack. Sometimes I use Gallagher. Actually, more often than not, I'm using Gallagher. I'm not going to lie. More often than not, I'm using Gallagher because the energy is better than DHPT. It's funny. I've had better clears with Gallagher than I had with DHPT, and the only exceptions have been in situations where Gallagher just dies. This is because the team can get away with Gallagher spamming skill and then actually using like basic attack or whatever, and he constantly gets the ult like really, really quickly. If I go through the anomaly arbitrations, you'll notice, I think except for the most recent, I don't even think I used her in this one at all. Yeah, I didn't even use the Herta in this one. But the previous one, I used... Oh, no. Okay. I had a clear here. I think this is Flame Reaver, where I was using DHPT, and that's where DHPT was better than Gallagher. Then I have this one, where I was using DHPT. And then it only shows the last 3. Oh, okay. Well, there was the... Whatchamacallit? I think it was Lygus and Aquila. That's where I was using Gallagher instead. Because DHPT just simply could not sustain those fights. This is like the king and check fights, where I was fighting just to get a 6 cycle. I was preferring to use Gallagher there, because I could survive with Gallagher. DHPT couldn't, because I don't have his light cone. And those fights are just BS. Thoughts on Uma? Uma Musume is fine. I haven't played it in a very long time. Very, very long time. I know somebody that is obsessed with the game, but it's a fine game. I enjoyed the gameplay loop when I played it. It's just too, you have to dedicate too much time to it, personally. It's kind of why I'm probably going to drop Arknight's infield. It's kind of similar. And probably Chaos Zero Nightmare too. Like, you have to focus a little too much time to it. And I mean, someone could say, gacha players, when they actually have to play the game. Yeah, literally, yes. Especially when you play multiple of them. That is actually an issue that comes up. When you actually have to play the game, womp womp. It's kind of like Pokemon Champions in a sense. You got to do a lot. You got to focus a lot. You have to play the game to constantly keep your resource. But anyways, Sparksy is the latest addition to the team, to the account. I did not pull Sparksy to be a main DPS. Also, she has this because I'm scuffed. It is what it is. She is not here to be a main DPS. I pulled her to run with Silverwolf, and that will be what I do. I'm going to be able to do that because I'm also pulling Evanisha, which means I have to use EMC on that side, so I can't use EMC to substitute Sparksy. Even though normally that would be pretty fine, considering I'm only E0 and S0. I don't have any signature light cone on either of these two, so that's why you're noticing in the King of Check fight against Pom Pom, I don't have a 3-star clear because I'm completely weak. I don't have anything. No E1s. I will get Yao Guang's E1 on her rerun. I pretty much do that with almost any support. I get their E1 on rerun. You don't need the E1 on the first run at all because everything's going to be shield for them. Things are still going to be shield probably just a little bit when her rerun comes around. But I like to get that because it fills in the gap. Like I did this with Tribi. I played a lot of Tribi without the E1. And then when a rerun came and things were becoming less and less AoE focused. Yeah, her E1's stronger in AoE scenarios. But it's still just 24 unconditional true damage. So yeah. This team works. This team is definitely strong. I could try this against Nikodor right now. My Astro's running the Acheron set. It's good. It's good. It's good. It is not a bad set by any means. I think it's maybe like a 1% difference, if anything. It's a very minute difference, so you're good. You're good running Acherons. Let's try it. Why not? Let's try this. What is your... Oh, you have that. Okay. I'm going to steal from Sparkle, I think, because this has crit rate. My Yao Guang is extremely slow. I could steal this piece back, and I think that's about it. Going all in on Silverwolf next week? Yeah. I am going to get Silverwolf. I'm going to get Evanisha, and I'm going to pray. I think I can go back to running Hertz's Light Cone. Also, I forgot. Yeah, what's a pull review or account review thing without looking at the number of pulls I have? Let me do that before I do this Sparksy run. Here's the pull count. I have another 10 pull apparently that I can get. Let's do that. Go over here. Bada bing, bada boom. I have 171 pulls. All saved up. And we are ready. We are ready for the anniversary patches. I don't think I've done all the events that you can do. Okay, I have, but I haven't done much of Divergent Universe stuff. Yeah, so I'm missing this much from Divergent Universe. I still have these events that I need to do. I could do these combat events now because, bruh, I could do these. These are going to be a breeze. I think when I get Silverwolf or Evanisha, I will just breeze through both of these. Swarm Disaster and Golden Gears, because I have over 2,000 Jades just sitting there. I have like 3,000 Jades in total just sitting and waiting in events that I haven't done. But yeah. Let's do this MOC fight with Sparksy. Free-to-play Sparksy build. Build Pity? No, never. I actually think I did. I think I did, and it might have been on Yao Guang's banner to see if I get an early E1. That's the only time that I ever built Pity, by the way. I only built Pity when I can maybe, possibly, potentially secure an early. Also, this is probably a good question that somebody might be wondering. Free character, am I going to get the free Huohuo, or am I going to go for the Robin? Because I have an E1 Robin. E2 Robin's pretty good. My problem is that E2 Robin is a bum without the S1. I feel like E2 is good, right? But it's not that big of a difference between the E1. Unless you have her signature that's going to give her even more energy. Her E2 and her signature, they synergize amazingly, right? They synergize amazingly. And the problem is that my sustain options are bad. So I kind of need Huohuo. Like, if I don't get Huohuo, I'm really kind of scuffed. The thing is, there is a compromise, right? There's a compromise. Pearl could be the Elation sustain. And maybe... Nah, but even in that situation, bro. Even in that situation, I would use Pearl with Silverwolf, and I would use Huohuo with Evanisha still. Yeah, no. I'm just going to go for Huohuo. If I had her... I actually saw a good shout on the... Good shout, Cartong. The E2 to get the speed boost for Silverwolf actually could be a good idea. My only issue with it is that that would be a sustainless setup. And since this is just a free-to-play chill account, I don't really think I should concern myself with it. But yes, I actually think that might be one of her best zero cycle setups, because you get res pin and you get the speed boost. But yeah, I think Pearl's gonna be Elation sustain, so I'm gonna go for Huohuo instead of getting the E2 Robin. If I had her S1, but I'm still stuck on this freaking event light cone, I actually probably would have, because that's when you really feel the effects of her ultimate's never gonna end. You're gonna enter the ultimate, you're gonna get speed boost on everyone, and the ultimate will never go away, which is the biggest problem with E0 or even E1 and no S1 on Robin. If you're not running a full follow-up team comp, bro, her ultimate is just going to fade away into nothingness. Anyways, over here, Sparkle. I think Sparkle doesn't even run Sunday's Light Cone on Sparksy's team. I think Sunday's Light Cone is a thing for Archer exclusively. The skill point's good, but I think the extra Sparkle action is better. Let's see how she does here. Now, I tried against Kafka, and it didn't go well. It went like a 3 cycle because I think I had too many things taken from other characters at the time. So maybe I could try Kafka side as well. But no, I think it's just because I have no signature on Sparksy, no signature on Yao Guang, and Yao Guang doesn't even have full superimpositions on the Light Cone. Okay, this guy has delayed his teammates twice. This is the worst enemy ever added to the game, by the way. Worst enemy. There's no enemy worse than this. I don't care if it's the freaking traffic light. I don't care if it's the TV that does the energy reduction. This thing sucks. Because it's just RNG. You just reset over and over to hope that it doesn't delay the enemies to death. Like, you'd think that's a good thing, maybe, because they can't attack you. But you're not getting any energy from them. You're just losing passive energy for fun. I hate this thing. This thing is so bad. Now, it only does it one time, so you can just reset really quickly, but it's dumb. I don't know why they would add that as a mechanic. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I was too late on that. It is what it is. It's not what it is, actually. I think it's really bad. Yeah, that's really bad because I didn't get the war armor. Alright, I'm stupid. Freaking unk hands. I did not press the ultimate on DHPT in time. The dragon would have gotten the energy, the war armor, delay, all that stuff. Nothing worse than a traffic light. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, it is very annoying. I will say, like, I don't play currency wars like that. Like, I'm not the biggest currency wars guy, but my god. Those things, traffic light, the TVs, those are early. Like, early, just pure demons. If you get those early into a run, your run is cooked. I'm back, but I'm too early. Oh yeah, this went on for a little longer than I thought. But this is the last team that I'm doing, so we're chilling. That should be the HPT ult. Yes, it is. I think I can then DHPT basic, and then Sparksy will get the energy on this guy. This is actually best case scenario. You see how crazy the difference in this fight is? My Yao Guang got the ult on her turn because he advanced the enemies to go first, so I got enough energy. This fight is just pure RNG because of that little mob on the side. It's crazy. Now I'm going to just completely grill the enemy because he advanced his own teammates. Look at that aha instant that's about to happen. 64 stacks. Shout out to Nintendo 64. Boom. Hit him with a boom. 1 million. Not bad. Not bad. Now I need to full target the wolf guy. Ooh. This is not good. This is not enough. Unless Yao Guang goes up. No, it's not enough. It's still not enough to zero cycle wave 1. That's tragic. Maybe I needed to target the wolf more. Yeah, I needed to target the wolf a little more. Well, it's okay. It is what it is. They're just going to die to the cycle change. Immediate aha instant. Okay, so this is probably going to be a 3 cycle. I imagine. The energy, yeah, it was working. For non-signature on the Yao Guang, that was about as good as it gets in terms of her energy. And that was all thanks to Bro advancing his allies. I'm actually going to hold both of these. I'm not going to get the war armor. I'm going to hold off until he summons the spears. This might be a stupid idea, but I'm just going to wait. Just going to wait. There we go. They're going with the... Oh, the one all the way on the right? That's Sparkle. And then Sparksy right here. They're like the same. I think it's like her VTuber form. Literally. Boom! One more? Boom! Oh my god. That killed a spear, right? Okay. And now, I pop the ult here, and Sparksy should just own completely. Oh, but I'm going to miss the spear all the way to the left. This is going to do a lot. He's going to go from 70 to like, maybe like 20. Maybe 16. Never mind. It didn't kill either of the spears. Okay. Never mind. Ignore me. It did nothing. That did nothing. That was very disappointing. No. DHPT. No. Oh my god. That's tragic. 3 cycle it is. Are we serious? Break. Nope. Not going to kill in time. That is unfortunate. Just wasted an aha instant on 2% health. It is what it is. Drag up with Dance, Dance, Dance. I'll pop the ult now. Yeah, this is going to be a 3 cycle 100%. This isn't even like Sparksy's best matchup, I'm going to be honest. It should be fine in a sustainless setup, though. I imagine if I ran like RMC, maybe I wouldn't even have a problem here. The annoying part is just this. The fact that she does blast damage, 3 targets with her basic, and there's the spears, obviously, that you want to target. When the full elation team comes, including the sustain, it might pull ahead. Yeah, I think so. Especially if things continue to shill it. But I think you also mean even without shill, which I also agree might happen. Maybe not in terms of damage, but just in terms of environment. I think the team that they want to have the damage lead might be the Himiko one. Himiko SP. But I mean, that's purely guesswork. There's nothing that supports what I just said as my theory, but just pure guesswork. 3 cycle? I didn't pop the ult any move. Or the dragon move. 3 cycle it is. Okay. Are we serious? Please die. I'm going to kick you. Okay, never mind. How about I bonk you? Bonk. That didn't die. Oh my god. Just die. Just die, bro. Just die. I tried to bonk him for no reason. You know what? No. I'm not even going to use her ult. I'm going to kick you and die. Oh my god. Okay, I saw that for no reason because I wanted to stall it. I wanted to see what weak move I could have killed him with. 3 cycle. I mean, for what this team is, again, E0, S0, E0, S0, S3. It's not even fully optimized. I mean, for what it is, it's not too bad. Obviously, I'm not even going to use DPS Sparksy. Once Silverwolf comes out, bye-bye, Sparkle. Just add on Silverwolf. Probably drop DHPT. I don't even know who you run. I don't know who you run as the sustain. If I'm using Quoho for Evanisha already. I actually don't know. Maybe DHPT is still just completely fine. We'll see. But that should be pretty much it. You wanted to see other in-game performances for this free-to-play account? We did this. Surprisingly, the Hertha team is the one that got 40k with the sustain. The sustainless team did not get 40k. Again, scuffed lineups. It's whatever. Scuffed builds on the Sparksy stuff. I just wanted to use Sparksy. Probably has something better I could have picked. The APOC Shadows was pretty easy. And then MOC. Don't use Archer. Don't use the Quantum character against the side that has an elite with 80% Quantum res. So, yeah, that is my advice. Trial team uses Quoho. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Energy for Yao Guang is good. So, in situations where I'm not using both of them, that's what I'll do. I'll just use Quoho, obviously. And then, when Pearl comes out, I'll run Pearl. Assuming she's an elation-related sustain. But anyways, that should be pretty much it. I'm going to start setting up the tier list for Pokemon Champions. I'm going to make a post for that. Maybe a whatchamacallit as well. A Twitter post. That should be it. I'm going to do these dailies in the background, and we're going to start setting up the tier list. So let's go ahead and do that. We are over here. No more chess bot. Get out of here. We are here. Champions tier list time. W Star Rail segment. If you were here, appreciate you for tuning in. Let me do these dailies real quick. I'm just going to have them running in the background. I'm going to mute the game audio because nobody wants to hear game sounds of dailies going on. But it's time for the most important tier list of all time. Can't I... Wait, I can still do the trace stuff over here. Let's do that. I'm going to farm trace materials in the meantime. All right, there we go. All right, I need to put some Pokemon on here first, just so I can make a thumbnail. I need to make a thumbnail first. Let me rank some obvious ones. I want to rank some obvious ones first. I mean, Hydreigon's not that obvious, but like, let me just put some Pokemon down. Maybe I put Incineroar down here. I'm gonna make it look like I'm already in the middle of doing the list. So let me just put some preemptive Pokemon. Primarina, where are you? You should be right next to Incineroar. Yeah, I'm stupid. I just want to put some Pokemon down. Just to put them down, so it looks like I'm in the middle of doing the list, so that I can make a thumbnail for the stream. So when people see the thumbnail, they're like, oh, he's in the middle of doing the list. Nice. It's not clickbait, because it's pretty honest. Pokemon Champions tier list. Tier list. Boom. Live. All right. Let's go ahead and post this. Boom. Let's tweet it out as well. Why not? Pokemon Champions tier list live right now. Making, oh, let me do that. Making a Pokemon Champions tier list. Yeah. All right, it's time to go ahead and run this tier list. Let's see. I wasn't playing autoplay on Star Rail. Whoops. All right. Let me reset this completely. All right. Let's change up some of these tiers because I'm not a fan of the just very simple. I feel like there's a bit of nuance within a lot of these tiers. So we're going to do S+. S, A+, and A. I feel like there's a good difference between something that's S+ and S, and that's A+ and A. We're going to do B+, B-, C+, and then C-. And I think everything else that's like not ranked is just not worth to even talk about. That's how I'm going to do this. Let's go like this. Maybe I go like the yellow. And then green. Alright, I like this more. I am a fan of this right here. S+, S, A+, A, B+, B-, C+, and C-. And anything else that's just not even rated here is not even worth considering. I mean, maybe I could just say unranked, you know? Maybe I'll do that. Unranked. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll make it like blank, just the white color. Alright, so this is for singles. I should maybe add that to the title. Singles. Let's go. Maybe Master Ball tier as well, because this is what I'm basing it off of. Let's go. Okay, so first things first. Venusaur. They're not going to have any of the Mega evolutions on this image, so I'm just going to consider them as the Mega Pokemon, obviously. Venusaur feels like a very comfortable B+ to A. It's around this range. I feel like I'm going to start off with an A rank. I'm going to be very nice to start. You know what? Let's go B+. Let's be real. B+. Charizard. This is going to be... There's a lot of Pokemon, so I'm not going to go over like too much in detail about them unless it's something really important. Basically, Mega Venusaur, Poison Grass is good to help against Primarina, but you also have access to Earth Power to be able to target Gengar, which is a big deal. It happened a lot in my matchups where I would kind of get owned by this thing. It is very good in a lot of matchups. It's good against a lot of very relevant Pokemon, and that is a good strength. Being a Poison type in a meta dominated by a Fairy type like Primarina, then fairies like Mega Floette is also good. This is BSS. BSS, yeah, the 3v3 system. Charizard feels like an S tier Pokemon. A+ is also fine. I wouldn't hate you for A+. I think I'm gonna settle for A+ at first. Charizard Y is extremely strong, but Garchomp is the #1 used Pokemon right now, and bricking against that Pokemon is not very good. Now you have the option of having Charizard X, and that is the little like X factor, no pun intended, that makes me want to consider raising it to S, because sometimes you could bring Garchomp thinking you're about to check Charizard Y, and then it's just Zard X, and then all your plans get thrown out the window. That's happened to me plenty of times, so it's making me consider S tier because it still has the variety. That's just that Charizard bias. But hey, I'm gonna keep it at A+. Mega Blastoise. I think this thing is a very comfortable S tier Pokemon. I just don't fight it at all for some reason. I don't know if people just aren't aware that it has Shell Smash. It's extremely strong. I mean, I don't use it myself because I'm using Gengar. That could be one of the reasons. Like, there's still stronger Megas that exist. But, bro, Shell Smash Mega Blastoise is no joke at all. That thing is absolutely and just utterly demonic. And sleeping on it is going to make sure that your team just explodes. I'm going to put it in an S tier. You know what? I'll put Charizard in S tier. I feel bad having it above. I think that's too much. I think that's too rage bait inducing. I think it's too rage bait inducing. No. I'm going to stick to my gut. Charizard is used way more, but I feel like Blastoise is actually just better. But Charizard's just more popular. Beedrill, unranked, don't use it. Pidgeot, don't use it. Arbok, don't use it. Pikachu, don't use it. Raichu, don't use it. Alolan Raichu, don't use it. All right, Clefable. Clefable feels like a C+ Pokemon. The Mega set has never given me trouble a single time, but I can acknowledge that it's viable. I can acknowledge that it's usable. Mega Clefable should wall a lot of Garchomp sets. I mean, Poison Jab will hit it super effectively, but I'm assuming you're going to be bulky enough to hit it. The problem with Clefable is that you are using a Mega slot to lose really badly to Gengar. And you're competing as a Fairy type with Mega Floette and Primarina. That's really hard. In a vacuum, Mega Clefable is actually a very good Pokemon, but I always have to be mindful of the fact that it is a Mega, you know? You're competing with Megas. So that's why, like, in a vacuum, if these weren't considering the fact that they're competing with Mega Stones, I would go like this. All these would kind of move up. I don't like base Clef in Battle Spa, I'm not going to lie. I like it in OU, like 6v6, Showdown's version. But in Battle Spa, I've never found Clefable to be very good. It's kind of, it's fine, but mostly as like a sweeper set, which I think the Mega does better. In 3v3, the base Clef has never been too spectacular, but in 6v6, it's God. In 6v6, it's God. All right, Ninetales, don't use. Alolan Ninetales, I think, is very good. It's underused. It's not a lot of people use it. I'm going to put it A tier. Veil in 3v3 in a meta where things can just change like that. Yeah. Hyper offensive stuff, very strong. I think Ninetales should go there. I haven't fought it at all, really. I feel like someone brought it maybe one time against me. I don't know. Base Arcanine, no. I fought some Wild Charge player of Arcanine, and it got dumpstered. So please don't do that. Hisuian Arcanine, I feel like it's not... I don't know if it's Mega Clefable level, but it's better than everything below here. Like, everything here, Hisuian Arcanine's better. So maybe I go C+. Like, at the lower end of C+. I feel like when this list develops, it'll be at the lower end of C+. Like, it functions. It works. It exists. It's just not it's not good. I feel like it's a Pokemon that benefited more from Terra existing. If it was going to be used at all, so then we're going to move it to C-. I still think it's better than everything that's below it. I think I put it next to each other. Maybe I put them next to each other. Both dogs. I'll do like this. I'll put both dogs next to each other. I think they're better than everything that's below them. Alakazam. I haven't fought a single Alakazam. I think that's crazy. No, maybe I fought one. And I don't even think they brought it. I mean, I just don't know why you'd use it. It's not the worst thing ever. I just don't know why you'd use it. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to put it in unranked, but I feel like it's worse than these two. Yeah. Alright, Machamp. No. Victory Bell. No. Slowbro. Actually valid. Slowbro is valid. I'm going to put it here. It's like... It's like here or something. It's one of these tiers. It works. It works. It functions. But it's not very great. It has the Mega, which can do annoying stuff by setting up and whatever. You know? But I think that's about where the positivities about it end. It's definitely worth being ranked, though. I'm not going to put it unranked. Galarian Slowbro. I'm going to be harsh. It's unranked. I mean, it has the gimmick. Quick Claw, Quick Draw. Nobody cares. Gengar. That's the easiest S+ ever. The most obvious S+ ever. Mega Kangaskhan. It's teetering between S and A+, but I feel like S is pretty fair. Very fair, actually. Pinsir, unranked. Tauros, no. Tauros, no. Tauros, no. Tauros, no. Okay. Let's move on to Mega Starmie. This thing is really good. I think A+ is valid. Mega Starmie is extremely strong. Hits like a truck. Can clean up games. Is a good pivot. Works on a lot of teams. I feel like A+ is very, very nice. You're going to notice that the top tiers are fully dominated by Mega Pokemon, which is a little funny. Gyarados. Gyarados is actually pretty good in the 3v3 environment. I'm not going to lie. I feel like it's a B+ over Venusaur. It works, and the Mega is good. Base Form is alright, but the Mega is good too. Stream died or just you? I think just you. The stream looks fine on my end. I finished my Star Rail daily, so let me close it. Ditto. I was glazing Ditto. I don't think it's like top tier. I would go A. Now, the sign of a bad metagame is one where Ditto is good. And this metagame, it just released, it's fresh, everybody's just testing new stuff out. That means Ditto is going to be good. Okay? It is what it is. Ditto's going to be good because nobody knows what they're doing. Everybody's using offensive stuff, and Ditto thrives off of that. So, yeah. Vaporeon, no. Jolteon, no. Flareon, no. Aerodactyl, I could see it. I could see it be used more than any of these. That's about it. Snorlax, back when it had like belly drum stuff, it was good, but now it just sucks. Don't use Snorlax. Probably Aerodactyl above all these guys, actually. Yeah, Snorlax doesn't have anything that makes it worth using. Curse sets are not good. You could use the belly drum stuff, but you don't have a Gluttony. You don't have a berry that works for Gluttony anymore, and even then, Gluttony. No, the berries themselves got their healing nerfed, so that's not even that good either. Snorlax is just not good. Dragonite is right here, I think. Maybe here. I've seen a lot of Dragonite. It feels very strong, but I feel like it's very Gyarados and Venusaur level. It's a threat for sure. B+ is going to be the cutoff where I just don't think it's. This is where you still have good Pokemon. So anything B+ and above is still very good. So do not get it mistaken. Meganium. Ooh, this is a good Pokemon. I'm gonna go A+, bro. Mega Meganium is super slept on still. I don't know how. It's really, really good, bro. It is very good. Don't let anyone tell you that Mega Meganium is not good. Competes with Clefable as a fairy. I almost forgot to mention that when mentioning things like Floette and things like Primarina. This is another good fairy type. One of its problems, again, is that it loses to Gengar. That's just a problem that's going to plague all the fairy types. But Weather Ball hits it like a truck, so it can't hard switch in. Earth Power would kill it. It's just good. Better than Starmie? I don't know yet, but I feel like it's definitely A+ at the minimum. Typhlosion? No. Typhlosion again? No. Mega Feraligatr. I really want to put this thing in unranked because it's a meme, but I guess you go to C-, bro. Look, Feraligatr hits hard. It does. It definitely does. But when one of the best Pokemon, the number 2 most used Pokemon is Primarina, there is no world in which it will thrive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's so harsh. It is so harsh. It just won't. It won't. I'm sorry. It's too slow as well. It's just too slow. Ariados. This is Sticky Web setter, but I don't think it's good. I think there's something better that has Sticky Web. Ampharos. No. Azumarill. I think Azu's probably like this tier. Maybe B-. I'll put Feraligatr in C+, bro. I'll put it in C+. I feel mean putting in C- because I know there's Feraligatr fans, but yeah, no, I just don't like it. I just don't like it, bro. Politoed. I mean, Pelipper is just better. But I can't put it in unranked. I can't put it in unranked. Pelipper, like, Politoed's just going to be here because Pelipper is better, you know? That's all it is. Like, I don't know why I'd use it, you know? But I feel disingenuous putting it in the same tier as, like, Tauros, Paldea, Blaze. It's just, I don't know why you'd bring it when Pelipper exists. Maybe you don't get Pelipper, you know? It's still like a gacha type of system. Maybe you just didn't roll a Pelipper and Politoed's all you have. That's valid. Espeon. No. Umbreon is definitely good. I think, like, here is fine. Maybe a little bit below Gyarados, maybe below Venusaur, maybe above. It's in this range. Umbreon is good. It's one of the few Gengar checks that's around. And Yawn is broken in 3v3, even with the sleep nerf. So, yeah. Foul Play is good for stopping sweeps and all that stuff from physical attackers, all while checking multiple Pokemon at the same time. I think Umbreon is solid. Ranking it any lower would feel kind of weird. I'm moving Gator back down. I can't. I'm moving Gator back down. Regular Slowking, no. Galar Slowking in 3v3. I guess, bro. I don't know why you'd use it. It's good in OU. Champions OU is where it is definitely good. Without a question. But the problem with Slowking is that it can't run Assault Vest because there's no Assault Vest. I'm just going to be harsh. It's unranked. I'm sorry. It just doesn't do anything. Like, it's very good in Champions OU, but in 3v3, it doesn't bring enough value to be worth using. Okay, you know what? I'll put it here. Because in theory, yeah, it could check Primarina to an extent. Sure. It's probably better than Politoed. Steelix, no. Fortress. Hazard Lead. Just don't use it. Don't use it. Scizor feels, from all I've played, B+ to B-. I'm going to go B+ because I don't want to be harsh. Mega Scizor is good. Base Scizor is also fine. Without having access to Choice Band or Life Orb, it's kind of dicey, but you got like Metal Coat or something, or Lumberry if you're not running Mega. Mega Scizor is still also really good. Heracross feels like a very comfortable B-. This thing is a demon. It's just, it has a lot of bad matchups. When it finds its good matchup, oh, this thing eats. This thing eats when it has a good matchup. I'm going to go B-. It feels better than everything that's below it. Skarmory in 3v3. I don't know, bro. Here. I mean, it's just worse than Corviknight. But you have the Mega as an option. I don't know why I'd use the Mega. I think this is fine. It just doesn't. It's just not that good. It's not that good in reality. It has a lot of things that it could beat, but then you realize Corviknight exists, and then the use cases of Skarmory just kind of plummet. But I still think it's better than the stuff below it. Sure. Houndoom, no. Tyranitar is good. B- feels fine. It is good. Pelipper. You enable Rain. Either B- or just above Scizor. I know it's a difference, like a whole difference in tier, or a spot above a different Pokemon in a tier. I think this looks okay. You know what? No. Let's go here. I'm tripping. Pelipper is good. Top of B+. Pelipper is good. I'm tripping. Gardevoir, no. Sableye, no. Aggron, no. Medicham, no. Manectric, no. Sharpedo, no. Oh my god, it's just stinker after stinker after stinker. Torkoal. If you're gonna use it, sure. I just don't know why you'd use it. I truly don't. It sets up the sun, but it's a bit of a momentum sink. You can't do any like overheat eject pack strats. You don't have access to Heat Rock to extend the sun any further, but it sets the sun, so it does something more useful than probably anything below it, just by default. Altaria. Theoretically, you could use Mega Altaria as an answer to both Zard Y and Zard X, but no. Milotic, no. It's actually fine. Milotic's not bad, it's just not good. I think it's probably better than Politoed. I just wouldn't recommend it. Castform, dear God, no. Bayonet, no. Chimecho, even with the Mega, no. Absol, no. Glalie, no. Torterra, no. Infernape, no. Empoleon, no. Roserade, no. Rampardos, no. Alright, Lopunny, finally. We're out of stinker territory. Lopunny feels like an A+ to S tier Pokemon, for sure. I might settle for A+ for now. I might move some of these up. Lopunny is very good. I'm going to move it to S. Competes with Kangaskhan, obviously, as a normal type Mega that uses Fake Out. But where Lopunny's different is the speed tier in exchange for bulk and also access to pivoting with U-turn. But this thing is extremely good. It controls a lot of the games that it's in. So yeah. Spiritomb, no. Garchomp. S+. Garchomp's really good. No question about it. If there's any non-Mega Pokemon that's going to be here, it's going to be Garchomp. So, yeah. Lucario. Lucario feels like a B-. You know? It works. I mean, it's not great. Yeah, Primarina's going to be there probably as well. Spoiler. Primarina will probably join the S+ tier. It's been goated. Lucario could be C+ or B-. I think I'm going to be a little conservative on it and go C+. It hasn't like impressed me in any game. But you know what? I'll go B- because I think... Let me check the calc on this. If this thing sets up a Swords Dance and your only answer to it is Corviknight, would it just kill you with close combat? Maybe after like Rock's Chip. No, it would just straight up kill you. I think B- is fair, chat. I think B- is fair because a lot of people bring Corviknight as, like my team has Corviknight as a physical defensive wall. My Corviknight has max HP, max defense. If a Lucario set up Swords Dance, it clicks close combat and my Corviknight dies in one move. I just think the people that I've been facing use Lucario haven't been very competent players, but it seems like it's really strong. It still has Bullet Punch for priority to one-tap Gengar after Swords Dance, obviously. Its biggest problem is that it's going to be running into things like Scarf Chomp that will live Bullet Punch and, return and kill it. You also have things like Aqua Jet Starmie. You have Ditto, who can copy it. And you have a lot of scenarios where you can't really click Swords Dance in the first place. That's why it's B-. Like, I'm glazing it as if it's an A+ tier Pokemon, but no. Hippowdon. This thing feels A+ tier to me. It's very strong. It's the sturdiest bulky ground type that we have because they didn't give us any Landorus, obviously. They didn't give us any Gliscor. Well, they did, but they didn't give it Toxicorp, so you know where that thing's going to be ranked. I think it's up next soon. Yeah. It's just what you get. Yawn, again, just like with Umbreon, extremely broken move. Toxicroak, no. Alamus, no. No. Weavile. It pains me to do this. It pains me to do this, but Weavile, no. I haven't seen a single person use Weavile. I haven't used Weavile. Why would you bring something that's going to lose to Primarina almost 100% of the time unless you run Poison Jab and then just neuter your whole moveset? Don't know. It pains me to put it here, but it is there. I'm sorry. It's not a good dex for it. It just truly isn't. Especially, like, Knockoff kind of loses its strength because there's so many Mega Stones as well. It's seen better days. I could see C-. Like, it's not in the same tier as some of these Pokemon. It's not Ariados level. But, bro, you're just not going to use it. I don't want to lie to someone and be like, yeah, it's not that bad. It is. It's not. It's not usable. I'll put it C-, maybe. Maybe I'll put it C-, bro. It's just not good. Putting in work with Toxicroak? I mean, based. Garchomp killer? I can see it. I'll put it C-, just to be nice. Rhyperior? Oh, no. Stinker. Oh, no. Stinker. Leafeon? No. Glaceon? No. Gliscor? No. You could have Guillotine sets? No. Mamoswine? Alright, that's the replacement. Mamoswine has replaced Weavile. That is the actual Garchomp killer. There you go. And it actually still has a use elsewhere. Frostlass. I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot of it, but it's like here. B-, I would say. In Battle Spot, I think it's better in like Champions OU and probably also better in VGC. But in 3v3, it's just, bro, Gengar's right there. I'm sorry. I could maybe see better than Heracross, though. I'll go B-, top of B-. It's good. Again, B- is my cutoff for where I think the Pokemon are good. Then C+ is where I think they're mid. Base Rotom. Heck no. Rotom Heat? Feels like a B- pick. And then Rotom Wash feels like a B+. Maybe I go like this. I like that better. I like that better. Maybe better than Scizor. Rotom to A. Rotom Wash to A is fine. Frost, no. Fan, no. Mo, no. Superior, I'm sorry, no. It functions, just not good. In this dex, at least. It's not good in this dex, I'm sorry. It's functional as a Pokemon, it's just not good here. Imbor, no. Base Samurott, no. Hisuian Samurott, I think maybe better than Gyarados. I haven't seen a lot of it. Maybe like here. It works. It definitely works. So I like that. Watchhog. Dear God. This is just to make you rage when you pull it in Gacha. Liepard. No. Simisage. No. Simisear. No. Simipour. No. Excadrill. Probably going to be paired with Tyranitar, but just a bit better. I think Excadrill can go here because it still has access to, you know, Hazard lead sets. It's not just the Tyranitar buddy with Sandrush. I think Drill can go here. Audino, no. Conkeldurr, no. Whimsicott, no. Crocodile, no. Cofagrigus, no. Garbodor, no. Zoroark, no. Hisuian Zoroark, no. Reuniclus, I didn't even know this was in the game. No. Vanillux, no. Emolga, no. Chandelure, no. 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 Okay, let me keep naming the Pokemon. Stunfisk, no. Galar Stunfisk, no. Beartic, no. Golurk, no. I don't know why I thought about that for a second, but Hydreigon, A tier. Feels like a very good A tier Pokemon. Scarf Hydreigon is one of the most consistent Scarfers, alongside some others, but I think A tier is appropriate. Volcarona feels like it's here too. I wouldn't be mad. Didn't know Reuniclus was in the game either? Yeah, I had no idea. News to me, because I haven't seen a single one. Maybe I rolled it in the gacha and I think I did. Hydreigon might be A+. Scarf Hydreigon is really good. I think I'm going to settle on A+. Volcaron is A. It's not A+ tier. It's a good Pokemon. Do not get me wrong. Again, B-, good. So if you are an A, I'm still saying it's a good Pokemon. Please don't misunderstand that. Chestnut, it's not unranked, but, like, why? Mamoswine's better than this, by the way. Mamoswine's better than, like, everything here. Let me put C+, or C-. Chestnut's probably better than these guys. It's just the same case. I don't know why you use it. It's probably better than Feraligatr, though. Because it can check some things. It can. It's just limited usage, or, like, limited access to it, because not everybody played the games to get the Chestnutite. It's just not great. Like, I would use it before I would use Feraligatr, though. Probably not before I use Skarmory, but I'd use it before I use Feraligatr. Mega Delphox. It's either A or A+. Very good. Very, very good. I like here. It's either gonna go here or all the way here. Those are two options that I like. I don't know if it's better than Starmie and Zard, but I feel like it might be better than Hippo. It's very good. When this thing is on the field and you had a Gengar as your fastest, hey, you're kind of cooked because Delphox is faster. Delphox is very, very good. Mega Greninja and regular Greninja. Maybe like worse than Hippo. Maybe better than Hippo. It's dancing around this spot. It has Sludge Wave to hit Primarina. I don't think it one-taps, though. If anything, it just puts you into Torrent range, and then you die. So, it's like teetering on this spot. Look at the little dance. Little frog dance. Look at him go. Look at him go. Bing, 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 bing. All right, let's go here. Let's go there. Same speed tier as Lopunny. I think it's one speed slower specifically because they're weird. I think they made it like 134 speed. Diggersby, though. Sorry, I had to reference it. Talonflame. Shout out to Shofu. Vivillon. No. I almost said Florges. Floette. Is Florges in the game? Okay, Florges is in the game. I was like, wait, did they put Floette in here? S tier. It's an easy S tier. It's just determining which Pokemon is better than. It's better than all these guys. It might be S+. It's extremely broken. It's just you don't see a lot of it because not many people have access to it. But dear God, this is one of the most terrifying Pokemon ever. It's really, really busted. S tier is fine. I might go S+, we'll see. Florges, no. Pangoro, no. Furfrou. Thank God they don't have all the Furfrou forms. That would be annoying. Meowstic, no. Other Meowstic, no. Aegislash. I feel like this is pretty simple. I think it's better than Meganium. Very good. Mixed sets are strong. Saurus Dance sets are strong. Full-on just physical attacking, 3 attacks with King Shield sets are strong. It's good. There's nothing bad to say about Aegislash. It's not spectacular after all of its nerfs that it's received. You know, King Shield used to drop 2 attack. It only drops 1 now. It has stat nerfs all across the board, so yeah. Aromatisse. This isn't... Those nerfs didn't happen in Champions, by the way. That happened in like Gen 7 or something. But it's plagued it ever since. Slurpuff. I need to check something before I rank it. I've never fought a Slurpuff, but do you have Sticky Web? Okay, you're automatically more viable than anything in the unranked tier. Okay, I did have to check. You're worse as a Sticky Web setter than Araquanid, but you are automatically better than everything below you because you have Sticky Web. So, yeah. Belly Drum set is not why it's C-. Please do not get that confused. Belly Drum set is complete and utter garbage. Please don't use Belly Drum. Yeah. Claude, sir, no. You, no. Heliolisk. I almost forgot your name. Tyrantrum, no. Aurorus, no. I got a shiny Aurorus in Champions. That was cool. I did a 10 pull, and it was shiny. That was actually kind of sick. Sylveon. Hear me out. I actually think it's C-. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. It's just literally worse than Primarina in almost every metric. But it functions. At the end of the day, it works better than Arbok. Okay, so I'm going to put it here. You could say that for a lot of these Pokemon. I probably could technically raise a lot of things like C-. You know what? I'm just going to put it here unranked. Hawlucha. No. In singles, no. I know about the doubles, you know, entrainment stuff, but no. Goodra. Hisuian Goodra actually is not bad. I think Hisuian Goodra is a solid C+ Pokemon. Very mid. It can wall certain things, but it's not very bad. They took Belly Drum away. Oh, that's crazy. I just checked. Yeah, it doesn't even have Belly Drum, so yeah, it's only here for Sticky Web. Klefki. If this was like Generation 6, sure, it'd be pretty high up, but no. Prankster not affecting dark types is very bad. Trevenant, no. Gourgeist, 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 and Gourgeist. I mean, the biggest Gourgeist might have a case for C-. Maybe. But you could argue it. I got owned by one, but no. Avalugg, no. Other Avalugg, no. Noivern, it's fast, but it's not good. Decidueye, no. Hisuian Decidueye, no. Incineroar. Ooh. Ooh, do I really want to put you in unranked? Do I want to put you in unranked? No. No. No, I'm not going to put you in unranked. I'm going to put you in C+. You could still do an Intimidate pivot stuff. It's just not very good. But it's better at its job than Arcanine. Maybe better than Hisuian Goodra. Is my Go Hisuian Typhlosion really that bad? Yes, unfortunately. Unfortunately. The GOAT has arrived. Primarina right here. Incineroar C+. Give me a list of things that Incineroar does in singles, please. He does knock off that he doesn't have anymore. He has Intimidate. He has Flare Blitz. He can Parting Shot. He's got Wisp. He has Citrus Berry and Leftovers. He does the same thing, except he loses to almost everything up here except for Gengar, which is cool. Incineroar just doesn't really do much in singles at all, but it has Intimidate and it can pivot, so I think it's better than everything below it. But yeah, this is not a doubles list, so yeah. Toucannon, no, no. Crabominable, no. Lycanroc, all three forms, no. Leftovers or Citrus on Primarina? It'd be crazy if I said neither. But I mean, if you have to run either, I'm assuming you're running a Calm Mindset. I feel like you might have something that can run Leftovers better than Primarina, so I'm probably Citrus. Leftovers is better on it, but I think a different Pokemon would benefit from Leftovers more than Primarina would, so I would ultimately say Citrus in a realistic scenario. I'm assuming you're running the Calm Mindset. Toxapex. Pex is good. I think it's like here. B+. Maybe like better than Pelipper. Maybe worse than Dragonite, but better than Umbreon. Like something like that. I wouldn't be mad at either of these rankings. Pex is still Pex. It does Toxapex things. I think worse than Pelipper is valid. Maybe better. Mudsdale. No. Araquanid. Bottom of B-, I think. Or top of C+. Sticky Web should be good. Honestly, people are not running hazard removal. You could be really, really cheesy. I think C+ might be better. Yeah. Maybe like here. One of these two spots. I think C+ is fine. Sticky Web could be good. That's about it. Unless this thing doesn't have Sticky Web anymore, and I'm going insane. Okay, it's still Sticky Web. Serena, no. Salazzle, no. Rangaroo, no. Passimian, no. Mimikyu. It felt like a very, I don't know, here? Better than Aegislash, maybe? Maybe worse than Aegislash, but better than Meganium? I wouldn't be mad at you for picking either of these spots. Truly. I truly would not be mad. Maybe I go here. Maybe I go here. Bottom of A+ looks fine. Drampa? No. Komodo? Nobody uses it. But B-. Name of the song? This is Nightmare Zone from Sonic Lost World. Very good song. Nobody uses Komodo, but it's very good. Let me turn the music up then. Hold on. Nobody uses Komodo, but I actually think it's pretty valid. The previous was Emerald Coast. Here, here, I'll link it in the chat. There you go. Komodo is, it's fine. It works, but I might go, like, here. I think this is valid. Like, better than here. Body press sets still exist, I believe. It's just no one uses it, obviously, because same problem that plagues a lot of Pokemon. Primarina is God, and also all the other fairy types. But you can still do Iron Defense, Body Press, Stealth Rock stuff, you know? You have Dragon Tail. You have Roar. You can still do the Clangorous Soul stuff for setup. It's just not very good at it, but it's something that you can do. I think C+ is pretty valid. Very underrated, I would say, as I'm putting it in C tier. But still. Corviknight. Below Blastoise, maybe above Kangaskhan, I think is valid. I think I would have put Lopunny above Kangaskhan as well. And Delphox in S tier. I don't want the S tier to get, like, too congested. I'll move Delphox back down for a second. And I'll review the list after. Corviknight S tier seems pretty valid. It is very consistent. It might be, like, the number 3 used Pokemon. I think either number 3 or number 4 is very high in usage. It checks what it needs to check. Garchomp, boom. Lopunny, boom. Kangaskhan, boom. You know, and it has access to Body Press. Please don't use Iron Defense Body Press. I've been trying to sway people from using that set because it just doesn't do much. Like, actually, hold on. Pause the music. Because I know a lot of people will defend Iron Defense Body Press. It could turn it into a sweeper. It could become a win condition. Like, okay. You run Iron Defense, Body Press, Roost, and God knows what your last move is. U-turn. Are you running U-turn last? Iron Defense, Body Press, Roost. Those are your 3. Those are locked. Are you running Taunt? Are you running U-turn? Are you running Iron Head or Brave Bird? I don't know. But a lot of people run Iron Defense, Body Press, Roost, and then, like, U-turn so they can pivot out still. You're going to be walled by Gengar. You don't really hit Primarina. You lose 1v1 to Floette, which is insane. You will beat the same things that you're already beating, right? Garchomp, Lopunny, Kangaskhan, but that's not a good thing. You already beat these Pokemon. Unless it's like some Psychopath, Swords Dance, Fire Fang, Garchomp. Well, maybe you run Iron Defense. The rest of these guys, it could turn some Pokemon to setup fodder. Not really, because you're going to get yawned. Never mind. It does not do that. You're going to be completely and utterly helpless against all the other ghosts, which you would typically be wall against. You can U-turn against them. It's just I prefer running Iron Head and not Iron Defense because you can at least hit Gengar for some chip. You can hit Floette super effectively. You can hit Mega Clefable and not just lose. You can hit Ninetales super effectively. You can just bonk things. You can hit Mimikyu. That's another thing. You will literally turn the Mimikyu matchup into a losing matchup if you run Iron Defense, Body Press, and then you don't run Iron Head. You will lose to Mimikyu. Isn't that's an insane concept, right? Physically defensive Corviknight. Losing to a Mimikyu. That doesn't even have Life Orb. I think if it had Life Orb, that'd actually be worse for Mimikyu. You could actually probably stall it out. But it's just going to crit you with Shadow Claw, and you can't hit it. You have to U-turn out. So yeah, please don't run Iron Defense. Flapple, no. Appleton, no. Sandaconda, no. Sinistra, no. Is an asterisk on Sinistra. When Psychic Surge eventually comes around, it's actually going to go up. Maybe it's like a B-. But at the moment, there's no Psychic Surge. There's just manual Psychic Terrain. Don't do that. Hatterini? I feel like it just has to be better than the things that are below it, bro. C- seems okay. Maybe bottom of C+. I feel like it just has to be better than the stuff that's below it. Is it good? No. But there's no way that it's B-Drill tier. Like, I'm sorry. Grimmsnarl, I almost forgot you're in the game. I haven't fought a single Grimmsnarl. Hold on. Like, what do people run on this? Did it lose screens or something, chat? It's not in the game. That's why. Okay, I just checked champions. Like, the champions team builder. I don't think it's in the game. So this has this wrong. Yeah, okay, that's why I haven't seen a single Grimmsnarl. It would be around this, like, B+ to B- range if it was, but it's not. Mr. Rhyme. No. Ruinrigus. No. All Creamy. Why would you ever use that? More Pico? No. Dragapult. You want it to run in doubles, just not there? Rip. I swear it would be really good. Dragapult is somewhere in this A+ to A range. Like, my soul wants to just say A. It's good. Do not get me wrong. Do not think that because A is not S+, that it's not, like... Don't think that because it's not S+, it's 3 tiers below certain things, that this means this is bad. This is still very good. This is just like broken tier. This is God tier. Well, this is God tier, broken tier, extremely good, really good, good, pretty good, mid. Like, everything here is still usable. It's just Dragapult is not, like, the most splashable Pokemon. Like, you're going to see these Pokemon a little more than you're going to see Dragapult, I think, besides maybe Mega Meganium. But yeah, I think A is valid. Very good Pokemon. Weirdeer. No. Cleaver. Cleaver is good. Like, I would actually recommend Cleaver above a lot of these guys. Maybe, like, right here at B-. Legit, it works. As a lead, it will disrupt a lot of teams that you don't think it really would. Stone Axe, you have Close Combat, you have stuff that just works as a lead set. Maybe B- is a bit glazing, but, like, maybe, like, below Frostlass, you know? Very good Pokemon. As I put it in B-. Oh, God. Broken tier. Basculegion is S. Easily. Maybe like a separator above Kangaskhan. This thing is absolutely busted. Last Respects is one of the most unfair moves. Don't understand how it didn't get nerfed in this game. But yeah, doesn't need any introduction. Female Basculegion, why would you use it? In a vacuum, okay, look. In a vacuum, yes, it's probably not that much worse than Basculegion. Like, if you used it, it's probably not going to be that much worse. Just why would you use it? Like, simply why? I get the point. What if I don't roll it in the gacha? I think I did that for something earlier. But, bro, I'm not going to rank it, bro. Ooh, we got a good pick here. Sneasler. Sneasler feels like another A tier, but maybe like the bottom of A+. Nah, maybe top of A. It's one of these two. Scarf Sneasler, Swords Dance Sneasler. I think, like, Mimikyu feels like the gatekeeper. I'm going to put it at A+. Maybe above Hydreigon, too. It's good. It's very good. Meowscarada is even better. This thing is like A+ tier. Top of A+. I think this leads to A+ charge. Maybe below Delphox. I think maybe below Delphox is fine. This thing is extremely strong. Scarf Meowscarada is running the game. And I put it in A+ and not S. But yeah, very good. Very, very good. I think Scarf is its best set. If you're going to see it, it's probably Scarf. If it's not Scarf, it's probably Sash. And maybe it has like spikes or something. I don't know. Skeledirge. It's just impossible for it to be bad. But it's hard for it to be good. You feel me? Thunder Punch Meowscarada, that's crazy. Why is Delphox so good? So, Gengar is like the most popular thing, right? The most popular Mega at the moment. And Delphox outspeeds it. I think if I just put Showdown up. If I just pull Showdown up right now. Let me not do Champions OU. Let me do this. Here. Just pull Showdown up. Mega Delphox is just a wee bit faster. It is one of the fastest in the game as far as relevant Pokemon go. Look at that. Only outsped by Megalopony, Mega Greninja, and Dragapult in terms of relevant Pokemon. We don't care about Aerodactyl, Zam, Beedrill, or Manectric. So it's not outsped by a lot. And then Levitate actually can flip a lot of matchups on their head. Like, Hippowdon would be forced to go for Yawn or Whirlwind or Roar. We could just pull up some ground types in general. Excadrill would be walled if it's not running Rock Slide. Garchomp has to use a Dragon move, and I doubt any Dragon move besides Outrage one-taps you. And then the rest of the ground types are kind of irrelevant, so yeah. But it flips some of those matchups on their head. Also, various Earth Power Pokemon. So, Mega Meganium, for example, could try to be running Solar Beam, Weather Ball, Earth Power to hit Gengar, and like Synthesis. Delphox has a lot of special defense. So, Solar Beam isn't even going to do crazy damage. It's going to do a lot because it's a 120 power move coming off of that special attack. But yeah. Delphox just has a lot going for it, and 159, it sweeps pretty easily. You don't even need to run Fire Blast. You can run Flamethrower if you want. You don't need Side Shock. You can run Psychic. Maybe like Grass Knot, Nasty Plot. Grass Knot to hit Hippowdon. You could also run Sub. You could also run Fast Encore. Encore Nasty Plot sounds demonic. You could run Dazzling Gleam if you want to hit Hydreigon. The problem with that idea is that it's going to be Scarf Hydreigon more often than not. So it's probably just going to kill you unless you're predicting that they switch to it. Wisp as well is very good, because you're going to be getting the Levitate against Garchomp, right? So it's going to be forced to Dragon move. If you Wisp it, well, it's not that scary anymore. Delphox is just very, very strong. Regular Delphox, of course, is like untiered. But yeah. You just run both. Just run both on Meganium. Weather Ball and Earth Power. Earth Power is still pretty useful for Gengar, like, exclusively. It's not really going to hit much else. You can look at the list here. It's really not going to hit much else at all, because the fire types aren't relevant. The only other fire type that is even here would be this, Levitating, so it doesn't work. Charizard X, which is not the biggest threat ever. And then Incineroar. Also Rotom, also Levitating. And Skeledirge, not relevant. So it has a purpose, though. It's really for Gengar, mostly. Because even though Weather Ball does a lot, Weather Ball is just better. But yeah, that's what I mean. You just run both. Just run both. You could run Encore. You could run... I've tried fake tears and saying that seems hilarious to me. 4 switches, but yeah. Quavel. Quavel, whatever it is. That thing, no. Palmot, no. You. Mousehold, no. Garg, I tried it. It functions. That's the most I'm going to give it. C+. This thing needs Terra to survive. It's C+ for now. In the future, when Terra gets added to the game, this thing's going to shoot up to like A tier. Or B+, like something like that. But for now, it's just a C+. Maybe worse than Hatterini. It's just not very good. Armarouge. No, it's got the Sinistra problem. Or yeah, you. Not Sinistra. What is your name? Poltegeist. I think I called this Sinistra last time. Poltegeist. It has the Poltegeist problem. No Psychic Terrain, like no Psychic Surge. You have to rely on manual setting, which is not as good at all. So no. Ceruledge is good. I would probably put it in B- tier or C+. Those types are just very strong, and you have Shadow Sneak to hit a lot of them. I think B- is honestly valid enough. I feel like I hate her if I put it C+. I could feel okay recommending it to someone. Bellibolt, genuinely not bad. Actually a C+ Pokemon, not bad at all. I think some people think it's like a meme. It's not bad. Especially in this limited dex, there's not a lot of ground types. The ground type that is here is Garchomp. It's not bad. Then there's Hippo. But you'll notice after that, we go down a few tiers to Excadrill, who doesn't appear on many teams to begin with. Bellibolt has a place. Scovillain. Some people were trying this. No, don't use it. Espathra. Espathra might be like A tier. Maybe like better than Ninetales. Espathra is really good. For sure. Like, let's just look at it real quick. Sometimes people forget that Baton Pass is something that it could do. Yeah, it can do that. Just remember that. Tinkaton. I think it's like here. Maybe worse than Feraligatr. Maybe like a little better. Not very good. Not very good. It's just not anything to write home about at all. Palafin is good. Palafin is like A tier. If Basculegion is S tier, Palafin has to be A, I think. Up of A. Above Dragapult. Maybe A+. Maybe A+. I could genuinely see A+. Like, right here. I'll see it. Maybe I adjust it. Orthworm. I haven't fought a single Orthworm, but I feel like it's impossible for this thing to be bad. Right. All singles. All singles. Orthworm. You still have Shed Tail, right? Yeah. It's impossible for this to be any lower than B-. I'm sorry. It's just it. It's just impossible. I think it might be better than Ceruledge. You have Shed Tail. It's impossible for you to be anything worse than B-. Okay, let me not say that, because I might have something that has Shed Tail that's lower. Heliolisk. Okay, well, yeah. If your name is Heliolisk, you can still be unranked with Shed Tail. It's just Orthworm has the ability to wall Garchomp. You just wall it. You have Body Press. Like, I'm pretty sure for Orthworm, you're going to be using Body Press, Citrus Berry, Shed Tail, maybe Spikes, and then some last move. I don't know what last move you could run. Heavy Slam? Probably. I don't know. Something like that. Iron Head, one of the two. Glamora. Glamora is very good. I think, like, here, above Ninetales, below a Spothor, looks very valid for this. Mega Glamora is not anything special, but it doesn't seem the worst. I'm not going to lie. Fairy Giraffe, no. King Gambit. King Gambit's like A tier. Maybe better than Ditto. I think better than Ditto. Better than Ninetales. Let's do that. Sinistra, no. Arcaludon is good. I think Arcaludon is maybe better than Mega Starmie. Right here. Rain Teams, obviously. And then it also has the utility set with Stealth Rock. Lost Body Press, but it's still fine. You have Aura Sphere as a replacement if you really want that fighting move. The problem with Aura Sphere versus Body Press, I already talked about it before, but Body Press's advantage is that it's not just good for super effective scenarios, but it's also good hitting neutrally because of the stamina boosts, whereas Aura Sphere doesn't necessarily do that. It's just people have found their workarounds. My Arcaludon set was absolute garbage, and I apologize for using that, but yeah. I'll consider Arcaludon again in the future. It's better than King Gambit. What you build for Arcaludon? If you're going to use it for Rain, since you mentioned Rain, you could run whatever item here. It doesn't really matter. You could probably run like Citrus Berry, right? You could maybe run Shuka Berry as well. You could run Chopple Berry. On Rain, the most important move is going to be Electro Shot. You're going to run Flash Cannon just to hit the fairies. You're going to run Draco Meteor because it's strong. You hit the dragons. And then your last move could be whatever you want, honestly. You could have a Stealth Rock setter. You could run Sub because this thing does force some switches sometimes. You could run Aura Sphere to hit King Gambit. Outside of that, probably nothing else. Dragon Tail, maybe if you wanted to continue to force like switches, but I think that loses a lot more initiative compared to Electro Shot. So yeah, I'd probably just stick to Steel Beam. Oh, Steel Beam is also good, yeah. Steel Beam is good. You'll lose 50% HP, but you could like completely nuke something and gain momentum. And then you kill your own Pokemon and further boost your Basculegion's last respects. That's crazy. That would be a crazy combo. Oh my god. That might be on my next team, chat. Pelipper, Steel Beam, Electro Shot, Arcaludon to power up the last respects when it dies. That's probably like level 1 thinking. But still, Hydrapple. Are you in the game? I think you are. I think I fought a Hydrapple. But they only missed on the Grimmsnarl. Hydrapple is like here. Better than Zam. Better than this. Maybe not better than Torkoal. It works. But Grimmsnarl is not in the game, so that's about it. Now, it's time to refine this list. Because it's not fully accurate yet. There are some things that I would like to change. I would like to move Charizard up some. I'm going to move Charizard and Delphox. And probably Meowscarada too. Right? I'm going to move Delphox up. Charizard. And Meowscarada. I think this is a better representation. A lot of people use more Charizard. So maybe I'll just abide by the usage stats. I think Charizard is like the 4th used Pokemon. Which is crazy for a Mega. So I will abide by the usage stats. I'll listen to the usage. Delphox feels good. I feel like, personally speaking, I think Delphox is better. I'm going to listen to my opinion. My opinion says that Delphox is better than Charizard, so I'm going to put it above Charizard. Greninja could be an A+ tier to S tier, but I feel like this is fine. I don't hate this list, chat. Rotom might be better than a lot of these Pokemon, actually. Don't hate this list. Can you say why the Zoroarks are bad? They are just too weak, unfortunately. They don't hit hard enough for the whole gimmick. They don't bring enough to the table. That's really about it. That's really about it. Like, they have good offensive stats, but they just they rely on too much of the gimmick, and half the time it doesn't work. Half is a lie. It's like 80% of the time it doesn't work. Unfortunately. If you were to pick either one of the two, Hisuian Zoroark is better than base, for sure. But, nah, it's just, they're not strong enough, unfortunately. I think I like this list, man. Maybe Basculegion. Basculegion low-key might be top 5. The more I think about it, bro, Basculegion might be top 5. That thing is evil. It's just broken. I'm sorry. Yo, Amore, appreciate the membership. Is Mega Hawlucha unranked? Unfortunately, yes. I don't think it's worth using. Unless you're doing the doubles stuff with entrainment, but this is a singles list, so unfortunately not. It is what it is. It's just, it doesn't have enough to be worth bringing over plenty of the other Megas. I think I like this list. Maybe Meganium is too high. I think I'll move Meganium down a couple spots. Outside of that, I feel like this is really good. I feel like this is really good for 3v3. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go back to my OG Cleaver placement. B- above these guys. And then maybe Frostlass the bottom of B+. And then Rotom Heat up a couple spots. Rotom Heat is not that low. Like, maybe here. Maybe Gyarados leading the pack. Is Gyarados better than Dragonite? I don't know. I think I like this. I tried to make them as ordered as possible. Espalter, nah. Espalter might lead the A tier, I'm not gonna lie. Baton Pass options are just, it's just too broken. Alright. I think that's valid. We can probably ship this this list to Twitter. I'm probably gonna exclude all the unranked Pokemon because that image is just going to be too gigantic. Look at all the unranked Pokemon, bro. I don't think I have any problems with this list, personally. Me, of course, I made the list, so hopefully I don't have problems with it. But yeah, this is singles 3v3. If this was VGC, oh, things would be a lot different looking. We're gonna find some team codes. Ooh, I think someone has made a database, but I don't know if I could find it, unfortunately. Let me see. Maybe I check Twitter champions rental database, and someone has posted about it. Right here. Here, I'll post the link in chat. Here you go. Now I'll put it up right here. This right here, VGC pastes. They have a whole repository right here. And they have a bunch of PokePaste and replica codes. So I'll post it right here in the chat as well. This could be useful. Right? And they have a Google Doc in the reply as well if you don't want to click their tiny URL. They have a Google Docs right here. That's always a Google Docs. So yeah, there's a lot of teams to try. Why did it sound like my voice just hit auto-tune in the middle of me speaking? That was kind of crazy. I need to end the stream. I said a lot. That was kind of crazy. Yeah. 6v6 will be amazing whenever it arrives. Use your Gengar team for yesterday's stream and hit the Master Ball tier in like 2 hours? Let's go! Yo, big W to Trini, man. I do think the more I played the team is not that great. So I'm going to make some adjustments or maybe just make a new team entirely, but that's great. That is an awesome thing, man. I'm glad that it helped. I will try and make some adjustments. I've been losing to like the same few Pokemon. And I think it's just time to make a new tier. It's time to play all of Legends ZA, play through all of it and the post game, and get that flow at. No, I'm playing. I'm not going to do that. Favorite weather in singles? Rain. Rain by a good bit. I know I actually have snow, technically, higher with Ninetales. I like rain a lot because it just has so many broken Pokemon on it. Especially after I just had that idea about the Steel Beam stuff to like boost the last respects. Yeah. I'm all in. The first team I used was a sand team, though, so it has a little special place in my champion's heart. But anyways, W stream, man. Hope you all enjoyed. If you were here for the chess at the beginning, playing Magnus Carlsen, the bot, I played pretty decently. I played pretty decently in the final game, the second game. First game was horrible. Second game, I played pretty decently, and then I made a mistake, and then I made another mistake, and then I made another mistake, and then I lost. So, yeah. Against a 2,800 elo bot as a 400 elo player. Don't know what I was doing. And then we did some Star Rail account review. If someone's been wanting to keep up with my free-to-play account on Star Rail, then go back to that part of the stream. And if you were here for the Star Rail, not Star Rail, Champions tier list, there it is. Belly Bolt and Heracross, the biggest ops? Absolutely. Kill all Belly Bolts. That's my final message. No, don't leave Belly Bolt alone. Kill Heracross, though.